How's everybody doing tonight? He's a bad man. Real bad man. He's a bad man. Real bad man. He's a bad man. Real man. He's a bad man. Real bad man. Bad man. He's a bad man.
Yo, what up? It's J-Mo, episode 13, 141 Podcast, and we got some new people in the building today.
Yeah.
What's up?
What's going on,
CoachKane,
guys?
PaigeGod. What's good with y'all?
Totally.
What y'all been on, man?
Thugging.
All day today. What y'all been on?
Just thugging hard as fuck.
Thugging hard as fuck. Hit the
Hard as fuck.
straight
All on the
fucking-
east side, just throwing it up everywhere I go to the
I
time.
basically just spend my days thugging hard as fuck.
Basically, bro.
Out here in the field.
Getting this money.
Hard
thugging.
than a bitch.
I have just been thugging all day. Don't mind.
This guy fucks, all right?
This
Know
guy
that. And thugs.
Both of these guys fuck it up, dog. I'm going to just go ahead and straight up mention how we have an insider in the podcast now about how our buddy Julio Jake can't get hard to any porn. What do you guys think about that?
Gay.
Not any porn, like any. He said no
Even
porn
guy
at
to
all.
guy?
No porn at all.
I mean, I don't know
Can
if
make
he's
it
tried
hard.
that.
He's
That
pure.
might
Is there
be
a
his
pronoun
sauce.
for that?
He's too
That
pure.
might be
He's
his.
too
Yeah,
pure.
Is there a pronoun for that?
it's gay.
He don't fuck. He
I was like,
and
bro,
don't fuck.
what can you get hard off of, dog? And no porn at
World
all.
War II in color.
Yeah, so we came up with the conclusion.
I get hard on World War II in color. Don't get me
I
started.
mean, that technology is beyond me. How do they do it?
Fucking though, he got some hoes.
He be
He
fucking,
can't get
man.
hard, so how does he fuck?
He's going to go
They
see
say
some
he can't
hoes
get
right
hard to
now.
Porn.
Oh, he
I
needs
know,
to- he
yeah,
needs to
no,
real life.
he said porn.
Okay,
He
my
said
question is,
saying,
can he
man.
get hard to his imagination? Does he just jerk off to like
Has
past?
to.
Like, has he confirmed or denied these
You
allegations?
FaceTime him. I got one question for him, and I'll figure it out.
Okay, so can he think about?
So
Has he ever said?
lesbian
Does he think about like his ex or something, or bitches he's fucked before? And like
Gotta be.
is that how he?
Hold
or
on,
does he
is that what
not
you do?
jerk off?
It
Just-
sounds personal.
Kyle,
My
What?
ex.
Kyle jacks
You've
off.
never thought about it. I've looked at old pictures of my ex plenty of times, bro.
Kyle.
It's something you can, of course, bro. You can.
Kyle
you can
jacks
pull
off
back
in
on
the
those
shower
memories.
with.
We've been over this
Hold on,
too.
hold
You jack
on.
off standing up.
Hold on.
It's
Dude,
hard to do.
It is crazy. I damn near got to a point where I had to lay on my side. It was
Could've been your-
crazy.
You know what's funny? Is
It was crazy.
Look, he's gonna clown me because look, we're gonna unravel. This is like I feel like a therapy session because I'm about to unravel a lot of shit. You guys are gonna clown me,
fuck.
but I don't give a fuck because it's funny comedy. So, when I first started jerking off, really was like in the shower.
What age
But
was it?
I would use. I mean, it was like early high school, probably.
Wait, did
You
you
were
tell
right.
us?
I was.
Wait.
I didn't really fully hit puberty
Wait,
until I was
wait.
like
Hold
the
on.
middle of my senior year.
Hold on.
7th and 8th grade, you never
Lit-
busted a nut.
Oh no, bro! I was a middle schooler all through high school, bro. I didn't hit puberty until the middle of my senior year, bro. It was bad, and that was with testosterone injections.
Bro, he was in
prescribed by a
12th
doctor.
grade. He
Yeah.
was in
Are you
12th
a
grade
woman
and he
that's a
looked
man?
like a fucking 8-year-old.
I might be the first trans. I might be patient zero. No, I'm dead ass. It's as embarrassing as it is. I don't care. It's hilarious. I had to go to a doctor because my mom was like, "All right, I mean, at this point, we got to do something about this."
We got to see why you're not turning
My
into
son
a
needs some
man.
pussy.
we go to the doctor and he prescribed me testosterone
She
injections.
took him to the doctor to see why he wasn't becoming a man.
Mom, why is my penis still tiny? Why does everyone else have hair everywhere and
Shout
not me, Mom?
Shout out to Linda for the fucking checkup.
So,
on
no,
this guy.
Listen,
God.
But so when I first started jerking off, though, was in the shower, and I had
Wait, did you
completely-
tell us it was in the shower? Are you going to say the thing?
Well, yeah, hang on, hang on. So I
do you know
started
the
I
thing?
started jerking off in
He
the
said
shower,
it.
right?
He said it many
But
times.
when I first told my friends this, it was in a Discord call. We were playing the video game, you know what I mean, playing the game together. I didn't think nothing of it. I was just like, yeah, you guys don't jerk off because they were talking about they don't use like if they jerk off in the shower, they just go dry, just water. I was like, but how do you lube up? I was like, you guys don't put a little shampoo in your palm? They're like, no, bro, that shit burns your hole, bro. And I thought about it, I was like, wait.
Him saying burn
It-
your hole.
I mean, it does, bro. You ever get a little shampoo in your eye? It's the same thing. You get it in your fucking tip, your urethra, if we're gonna be scientific. But so they were like,
Science.
bro, it doesn't
Science
burn. And I was like, it got me thinking. I was like, wait, It used to burn when I was a kid. I
Get
still
immune
will
to
jerk
it.
off in the shower. I've always lived with a roommate, bro. So like thin walls, you got the water, the sound of the water. That's a little cover up. It doesn't burn any. I done lost the
Think about it.
sensitivity
Burning
inside
nerve.
my urethra. It don't burn no more, bro.
He burned
He
it off.
said you burn a nerve. You became immune to.
You ever eat so much sour shit that your mouth starts hurting, and it's one of those kind of things. I overstimulated, and now the feeling, there's no feeling no more.
The nerve is
I gotta
gone.
smack my dick against a steel pole to get feeling in it. No,
You sound like Julio
I
Jake.
feel Julio Jake. Yeah, for real. I understand his pain.
We jump
Yeah.
straight into that.
That's
Straight
crazy.
into the masturbation.
Oh, bro, it's,
No
welcome to 141 Podcast.
Yeah.
We don't fuck
141.
around.
We do not fuck around.
I got a question for y'all. What does 141 stand for? Is it abstract or does it mean something?
It's my favorite BPM of a beat.
Nice. There we go.
I would.
Like,
Kyle said.
I was
That's a good
wondering.
one.
Kyle said I wouldn't know the difference between 140 and 141, which I would not. If you played a 140 tempo,
You have to be a
141
fucking
just
god.
sounded a little cooler.
But
That's
didn't
all
you
the
say
fuck
that's
it is.
140.5. Let's test them.
Didn't you say that's the BPM of stomach?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure 141 is the BPM of stomach. too.
Yeah,
So
I'm
I
sure
was like,
you probably. Oh yeah, that was just the beat, or you didn't change it. It was just the BPM of the beat. Yeah. I'll
Speaking
fuck
of
with that.
changing BPMs, I can't stand an artist that comes in the studio and they're like, "Can you make it faster?" Like, why didn't you just choose a
like
different
the
goddamn
beat,
beat?
like choose speed the
Dude.
tempo.
Yeah,
of the,
yeah, no, that
They're not
What are
lying.
you
I
fucking
tried to do
virtual
that
DJ?
very, very early. Is that Pablo back there spazzing?
Yes.
Pablo.
Pablo Boy.
Pablo
Got dope like
Francisco.
Pablo.
Don't mind him. He's the fucking.
I don't know, man. I
Pablo,
With
he's
his
just back
dog.
there having a seizure.
hyper pop songs and they'll slow the whole beat down, like
Midway.
to record it and then speed that bitch back
But
up.
it's the-
Yeah, see now I
See,
could
that's-
I could get it like if it was like you know what I mean. They're straight up going for that like to do, but
Yeah.
like coming in there and they're like, I have this beat. I want you to fucking slow. You know what I mean? Like
Off the gate.
Come
Can you
on,
slow
bro.
it down right now? Like what?
Oh,
Dude.
man.
What have you been
I feel
practicing
like-
to?
I feel like as soon as you do that, it sounds the beat
Distorted.
doesn't sound right. Yeah, it just
You lose quality actually
yeah,
when you do
yeah,
that.
immediately. It immediately sounds different.
I tell them no.
I didn't
Yeah.
know if it was just maybe because I had heard the beat one way, and then when I slow it down, that's how I know it sounds different. But I really genuinely think if you showed me a beat and it was slowed down from its original tempo, I would just be able to hear it. Like
Yeah, you lose quality.
it doesn't work.
Especially if
141.
it's got like a sample.
It's
behind
different.
it.
It's different if you slow down a track to use for a sample in a beat. That's how you do a sample. You know what I mean? You slow it down
Right.
or speed it up, some shit like that.
yeah,
You
But just
switch
slowing
it
down
up
a beat to
somehow.
record over that shit don't work.
Yeah, I always wondered what 141 meant. That's fire.
yeah. No, I was just like,
Dope.
fuck it. We should just call it 141 podcast.
41.
But yeah, I just wanted it to just be the bros chilling, you know, smoking big CBDs and fucking just hanging.
CBDs.
And yeah, just kicking it. You know what I
Shout
mean?
out to Delta.
We got a shout out.
I
our good
want
old,
to-
Shout out to
sponsor
Higher Life.
friend.
Yes, shout the sponsor out.
The sponsor is Enlightenment Candles and Company, and you can go follow their Facebook page right now.
Right now,
Check out all the wax melts while you're at it.
wax melts,
Smells
candles,
super good. Shout out to
anything
her.
from Japanese cherry blossom to coffee house blues, baby.
Hey, I don't think you guys understand the gravity of what these boys are saying right now. These candles smell fucking delicious.
I'll have to show you one. They're fucking
And they
awesome.
look
I want
awesome.
one.
She
They're
sent
so fucking
she sent
cool.
one that's like
I'll
it's
chop
got
with her.
cactuses in it, but they're just wax cactus.
Please
things.
do.
One.
Please do. You
Japanese
guys
cherry
go shop
blossom
with
with
her.
Yeah,
cactus.
yeah,
I
yeah.
can't wait to
It's-
light
Is
that
she
one.
online, like a website or Instagram?
Yeah,
or
just
what?
go to her Facebook page.
Enlightenment
Candles
Candles.
and Company.
And company.
And
Sorry.
company. Enlightenment Candles and Company.
We
Yeah.
already got a sponsor. Like, I mean, shout out to them.
What's,
That's
And
crazy.
she's local
I
too.
want to do
Yeah,
a Coach
it's amazing.
Kane smell.
What? Yeah. What do
Shout-
you? I was
It smell
talking.
like
Hit her up.
Marble 27 ashes.
Coach Kane.
She could probably make you a
recording
candle.
video.
She could probably make you a
Baccarat.
candle that looks like an ashtray with cigarette butts and shit in it, like that s'mores
You said
one.
baccarat?
27
She
ashes,
said fake
ex
baccarat.
Baccarat. Fake Baccarat.
Can it smell like fucking Tito's and orange juice?
Now we're talking.
Sounds like a good night right there.
Mimosas.
Mimosa candles. Oh my god,
That look, he
guys.
sounds
Hey,
fire.
you're talking some business
Champagne and
here.
orange juice. Is that what a mimosa is?
I
Yes.
think so, yeah.
I was so
champagne.
disappointed I didn't get a buzz when I went to Miami. I was like, let me get a mimosa. I've heard of those.
Oh yeah, so you don't do
Let
a
me get
mimosa
5
though.
more.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it
You
is.
gotta lie.
I'm in
Yeah,
Miami.
you don't get a mimosa. You got to get the bucket and say fuck it.
Yeah.
What's your
Bucket
drink?
of
Like,
fuck it.
Them
what-
bitches, yeah.
what is y'all's main drink right now? Dead ass though.
Me first. I
Yeah.
mean, I'm usually just a whiskey dude.
Whiskey.
There's some like Jack and Coke type shit.
Yeah, I'm
something
whiskey.
Jack
Yeah.
and Coke's cool. I ain't gonna lie, I like that Johnny Walker Black. I drank that for a while.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's-
Johnny Walker Black Label.
If I'm like really
You
being
look like
choosy.
Johnny Walker Black.
Well, I drink some Douce too. Like
Douce, yeah.
Gross.
No?
Douce. It's cognac, isn't it?
Yeah.
I hate cognac.
Really?
It tastes like pennies. All of them.
It's
You
the
fuck,
same.
you fuck with rum
Hey,
at all?
this is the
I love
cultural
rum.
divide.
for real,
Look,
like,
there's a
it's
line
like
drawn right
cocktails
here
and mixed
between the
drinks.
people that like cognac and the people that don't. And it's not. I'm not saying it's not negative. I'm just saying.
You don't like it either?
Oh hell no! I ain't drinking no fucking Henny. I'm on a song called Hennessy. Go check it out on YouTube. It's an awesome song. We got a remix with Sada Baby on it. Go check
No.
it out. Shout
Oh,
out
you don't like
JG.
it, huh?
But I do not fuck with any. I'll throw up.
Bitch ass.
I'm white through and through.
I think I've been drunk too many times on Henny's, why I don't like it.
That's why I like
Same
vodka.
thing with rum.
Give me-
too many
Give me
Captain
Tito's.
Morgan. When I was like 16 to 21, I drank too many half gallons of
I
Captain
ain't
Morgan.
drinking no
I was about to
I
say,
can't drink it
the
no more.
rum,
Bumbu.
Rum.
I'm stuck on Bumbu right now.
That's
'cause
the
it's
See,
Bumbu
now-
juice, bro.
The
Bumbu's
stew
good.
juice
Wayne
is
shit,
pretty
didn't it?
smooth.
I don't know what the
Did a
fuck it is, but
campaign
it
with Lil
is.
Wayne's
It's
liquor. He did like a
Is
campaign
it?
or like a franchise.
He
or
owns
something.
Bumbu.
Hey,
Lil Wayne.
Pops, what are you
No
trying to do
shot.
up there,
That's
bro?
awesome. What is?
Speaking of that, I heard 50 Cent's taking over Ciroc.
What do you do?
Really?
That's the news because it was Diddy's shit, right?
Yeah.
So Ciroc's asking 50 Cent to
That
take
might
over
just
his
be- that
shit.
might just be a rumor.
You think so?
That might just be a rumor.
I
That
don't
might
know.
be 50 trolling.
Wait, what was it?
Ciroc
Ciroc.
asked 50 Cent to be the ambassador instead of Diddy.
Damn, son. 50 cents.
I don't want to
coming
hear
out,
if anybody says that. If anybody says Diddy do it, I'm gonna go crazy. I've heard Diddy do it 1,000 times over the last 2 weeks.
Brandy. Yeah.
Right, but he posted it like I'm gonna do that too.
I don't know. I don't remember what.
Pablo's up
He's
here
like Branson.
pranking right now.
Yeah, Branson.
I don't
No,
know.
no, it's cognac. He got a cognac.
Branson
too,
cognac.
yeah.
the
Paige
fuck
is
up,
like,
dude.
what the fuck is happening?
Dude, you know
Pablo.
what?
Figure out what he was doing.
Hold on,
Pablo, get out.
You know what he reminds me of every time he does that though? You know, like the Egyptian shit. Like, don't he look like
He
fucking?
looks like Anubis.
Yeah, dude, he's Anubis.
He's a dog god, Anubis.
Yeah, I mean, look at him. He's
For
just
sure.
humbling Paige right now. PaigeGod in Anubis.
Hey, if he starts
Together.
hey, if he starts nibbling on your ear, push him away because he gets on some freaky shit sometimes.
He's circled like a cat.
Yo.
Hey, that works though. That works.
Dude,
You know why dogs circle
can
like
move
that
him,
though,
bro,
right?
if
It's
you
like
want.
instinctual wolf shit. Like they would have to circle to pad the dirt that they're sleeping on. You know what I mean? It's like fluffing your pillow, and it's a circle to look around, make sure there's no predators in their vicinity. That's why dogs do that before they lay down. They spin.
It's a fire random
you should do a
fact.
National
It is.
Geographic film.
that.
Call me Snapple, because I got the facts, baby.
You got the narration too. We should do a National Geographic film filming fuckboys in their natural habitat.
Fuck
at this
boys in their
fuckboy.
natural habitat.
His girl left, so now he's on Instagram.
Here we have one fuck boy standing outside the club. He can't seem to get in, and he can't seem to find any pussy.
Y'all ever seen
He's upset, and now he's yelling at his Uber driver.
The Boys and Girls Guide to Getting Down?
What is
No.
it?
There's a movie called The Boys and Girls Guide to Getting Down, and it's pretty much
Pablo,
He's
chill.
wildin'. But it's pretty much what you just described. It's like a fucking play-by-play on how to go out. It's a movie from like
Okay,
2008. though,
okay.
like, so it's like hella outdated.
Never heard of it.
But that shit was it's a cut.
The Hitchhiker's Guide to Getting Pussy.
Pretty much.
42 times.
Jesus Christ. I watched a crazy ass fucking documentary the other night about motherfucking dude trying to retrieve his brother's body off of Mount Everest. Bro, that shit look.
No.
What?
Did you see that shit?
I know, but I seen a Twitter thread about this
Bro.
shit.
Sounds like a
I
journey.
was like, I'm like, yo, like, there's a bunch of
Like you want to bring
motherfuckers
him
on.
back
it.
to
No.
bury him?
Well,
type
because
shit?
they just leave them on
Well,
Everest.
yeah, they leave him.
There's like a tracker. They have like a fucking map of like
Yeah, where the
all
bodies are
yeah.
and shit.
Well, because look,
Yeah.
Everest used to be like, I remember growing up, Everest was like, there was like one guy that had climbed it
The
or
last
something, right?
Mohican.
You know what I mean? And now it's like a tourist attraction. There's literally, you go to Everest and you're standing in a line of people like Black Friday,
fuck
like
around
going
and
up
find
the,
out.
and it's just a line of dead bodies beside
Yeah.
you because there's so many people that go up. People die, and there's
That's
not
what I'm
shit you can
saying.
do for them. It's like,
Like-
we just got to keep moving.
You know, technology
I
done
brought food
came
for me, not you.
That's what I'm
te-
on.
technology
It's come so
done
far.
came hella far.
We
And
got
they can tell
helicopters just to
they can
pull them
tell
up.
like when storms are coming and shit, but like that shit still be happening without them knowing too. Like
Yeah.
that's why motherfuckers
The
die every
altitude's so
year.
high.
Yeah,
Yep.
that too. People just literally run out of breath and shit. But now he was going to get his brother's body and trying to find it just from like the red coat he had on.
Yeah,
I'm like, what the fuck, bro?
So he was
Y'all-
going through
it's
other dead
already can kill you,
bodies? This ain't him.
obviously.
Skip.
Like, it already can kill you, bro. You going up there to retrieve somebody.
boss.
Like, that is.
it was on that Twitter thread I
Pablo.
seen. It was this chick. Somebody had made a YouTube video of like climbing Everest, and this girl had seen the dude YouTube video and identified like her dad. Like,
What
from
the?
Oh,
video.
no.
That's my dad.
Imagine.
He tried to do that, and we never heard
Bruh.
from him. But it's nice to know.
You're
that,
not my
like,
dad.
Wow.
I would never
You're
do no
not my
shit like that.
dad.
Y'all seen that fucking Free Solo documentary?
I was just about to
What's
bring
that?
that up, bro. That's
It's
crazy.
Tell
like
him.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay. It's what's the dude's name? Alex
Honnold.
Yeah, he. Oh, it's just crazy. It's in Yosemite National Park, right?
That shit made my hands sweat
It's
immediately.
the highest peak in Yosemite National Park where people will rock climb, right? But this guy, he free solos it, which means he goes
Like
up.
the famous MacBook picture of Yosemite, like that.
I
map?
think so. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the highest peak. But he does it. It's a whole documentary. You have to watch it. It's scarier than any scary movie I've ever watched. Because this man, no ropes, no clips. It's his bare
fuck
hands and a bag of chalk on his waist, and he climbs the tallest mountain in Yosemite National Park. And it's insane. Like when you watch the footage of, he's got one
Your
guy
fingers
climbing
have to
with
be
him.
So strong.
Bro, they are. But the dude's like a sociopath, kind of. I don't want. He's not killing people, but he has that like where he doesn't feel
He's
emotion.
not killing people.
But you know when you hear sociopath, you think of like you think of serial killers. You know what I mean, like Dexter and shit like that. But he says he doesn't like.
I think that's psychopath.
No, sociopath is where you just don't feel emotion. You don't know what right and wrong is because
Oh,
you
I
kill
might be
someone
that.
and you don't feel it. You know what I mean? So he's. I don't want to say he is, but I remember that was like the thing he was kind of saying in his Joe
Mhm.
Rogan interview was like, I really don't feel anything. Like I've got a girlfriend, but it's more than it's not really like.
I don't know
It's-
what love is.
Yeah,
Fuck
it's
love.
real shit. He's like, the only time I
I
feel
wanna
anything
know
close
what
to
love
emotion is when I'm
is.
about to fall off of a fucking mountain with no ropes. So like it's
I
the
bet.
craziest thing I've ever seen.
Bro,
Free
the
solo.
craziest thing about
Look
it
it
is
up.
he's
Even just watch the trailer for the documentary on YouTube and you'll shit yourself.
the man is doing it with no ropes and grabbing little rocks on the side
Right,
of the
his
mountain. with
fingers
his-
are like.
this.
yeah, all
Shoot
calloused
steroids in
and
his
shit,
hands?
bro.
Oh yeah.
Pops,
His fingers got fucking
What
biceps.
are you
Yeah,
doing?
Pablo, come
Fingertip
on,
got
bro. Get out.
biceps and shit.
My guy. Figure it out.
It was funny the first time.
I
You're like a little
Pablo.
kid that hears someone laugh at their joke and then they say it 10 times
will
again because they think
not-
it's hilarious.
He has to be in the
Bro,
podcast.
he's
Got
the
to
podcast.
He
dog.
knows.
I mean, this is a podcast.
podcast.
The
I would-
141 podcast.
I would never do no shit like that though. You a skydive?
I don't know, maybe.
Dead ass.
see?
You a
We've
skydive?
been
would.
talking about it. I would.
I say I
Maybe.
would,
On
bro,
the
but I
right
don't even
day.
ride the drop zone at Kings Island
My
anymore because
brother-in-law
that
went
shit
recently
scares
and I was
me. Like,
pissed I didn't get invited.
Really?
You would do it?
Drop zone.
You said yeah?
Yeah, I want to.
Fuck that.
Bro.
What'd you say?
why?
I ain't riding the drop.
You know what's
See,
crazy
I've done it
though? Your
twice,
first
and it's
time,
the
you have to be
scariest
under
thing I've ever done.
250.
I did it before.
You got to
I don't
weigh
need
under
do that again.
250 your first time because someone has to go with you. I weigh more than 250.
I
was
thought-
like, I
I thought he
didn't
was
invite
calling
you
you
'cause I didn't
fat.
weigh
I thought he
too
was saying
much.
you can't skydive, but you
I
have to
was
weigh
like,
under 250. I was like, God damn, you gonna talk to my
fucking
mans like that?
asshole.
I'm right there. I'm right there at the
You
cusp.
fucking asshole.
Sounds like a cheap skydiving line if you ask me.
I would never go skydiving.
Bro,
would.
speaking of that,
Mm-mm.
my girl's best
I think I
friend,
would.
her
I think I
mom
have
went.
to. If someone forced me, I would.
Bro, her mom went for like her 60th. When she landed, her femur bone just popped out of her shit.
What the
When
fuck?
She landed. They had a helicopter to the hospital.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait, because her leg hit the ground
She
so
just hit it
hard on the
stiff.
parachute?
Too hard, too stiff.
Ah.
Too straight. She ain't
Yeah.
go that
What
far.
the-
She didn't break her fall. It just went bam.
Yeah, fuck the weight limit. Put an age limit.
And you
on it.
said you want to
Was it
go.
her first time doing it?
Yeah.
So isn't there an instructor?
Could you imagine?
Isn't there an instructor strapped to your back?
She was ready to go,
No,
bro.
isn't there an instructor strapped to your back
Could
the
you
first time?
imagine?
Send it.
That's why she was skydiving.
I thought the
in first
instructor
place.
that's strapped to your back was the one that landed. I thought you were. Well, I guess maybe she just didn't do what she was supposed to.
You're
and her
supposed to
leg
lift
hit.
your legs up, but she
That's
just
what
didn't.
I thought. So she. Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
In my mind, my image
Femur
was
bone
she's
straight out of
dropping in by herself.
Bro.
Yo, could you imagine like easily?
Your first
fucking-
time, they should just strap your legs to your chest like this while you're
not?
falling. Yeah, why not?
You're over 50.
That's one
Yeah,
of the,
exactly.
You know your joints suck.
That's one of the best. That's one of the
Put 'em in
best
a-
times
Put them in a
ever.
little,
position.
a little poop harness. You know what I mean? Like you got the squatty potty under you.
Bro, how many people you think is just shit as soon as you jump off? I bet a lot of people do.
Oh
it.
man,
Bro,
Piss and
with
shit.
an instructor strapped to your back, you
'Cause you
just
gotta
shit
force
all
it
over
out, like,
them.
they're like, all right, we gotta
Did
go
her
now.
fucking bone come out?
Yeah, like
Dude, how you go?
Ah,
Easily one of the
Like it
best.
came out of her skin, like it.
No, it popped out of her skin. Punctured
Like
her skin. It was popping out.
Oh, I didn't know that's not. I thought you meant it just popped out of socket.
No.
It
Femur
ca-
bone snapped
What's
and then
that
popped through her
called?
skin.
What's that called when it breaks this something? It's not a compound
fucking
fracture.
know.
It's I don't know. It's a certain kind
Puncture?
of break. It's yeah. I mean that too, but it's not the word I was.
One of
thinking
the best
I
days
don't
of
know.
your
It's,
life.
it's called a bad fucking week, is what it's called.
Right,
One
you
of the
make-
best days of your life. You go skydiving.
It's into a nightmare and you break your
Easily
legs.
one of the best days ever.
Think
And
about
then,
the
well,
helicopter
bam.
bills.
Your
Survive
fucking
all that.
leg.
Ambulance
Think about the
bill
heart
is-
attack on the
an
way
ambulance
down.
bill is like 3 racks. What's a helicopter bill?
Oh,
25,000.
an ambulance is only 3,000. I thought it used to. I figured an
Great life.
I figure an ambulance nowadays is way more than 3. I thought it used to be more than that. With inflation, it's probably
I
got to
don't
be
know.
like
I'm just
nowadays. It's probably gonna be 10 racks to get an ambulance to drive out to you.
Thanks
And
a
the
lot,
driver
Biden.
want a tip.
Yeah, fuck you. Take the tip of this dick. I'm going to the hospital. The fuck am I giving you a tip for, bro?
Take the tip of this dick, Mr. Ambulance Man.
The nerve is
Shout out to the EMTs.
the dick nerve is.
I got a
burned
bone
off.
sticking out of my knee, and you're worried about a fucking tip? What?
From easily one of the best days of my life. One of
Maybe
the
if you make 5 an hour and depend on tips, we'll talk. You ain't a server.
Bro.
You're not an Uber
I hate
driver. I'm
going out
not
to eat
giving
with
you a
people that's
tip.
never served before.
what
because-
was it?
My girl, like, she's never been a server, right? Like,
Right.
restaurant
Yeah.
life.
Yeah.
I did like 6 years,
Yeah.
and like every now and then, they're like, all right, that's a good tip. I'll tip them good.
Yeah.
Every now and then, I just know it's horrible, and I'm like, listen, they're only gonna get like $3. She's like, you're a piece of shit. I'm like, listen, if
you
you've
didn't
never
do your
worked,
job-
if you never worked as a server, you don't like.
You don't understand.
Lucky
You don't
got that.
understand.
Yeah, no, I'm only tipping you good if you did your job well, and you know what I mean. Like what? It's a tip is not
Like, if
required,
my
but a
Sprite is
tip
almost
will
out
be given to
and
you if you
came to
do
my
your
table
job.
3 times and haven't got me my Sprite. You just lost $8.
And I also understand. I also understand. I'm not gonna. I'm also not gonna not tip a
I didn't go
server
that bougie.
if the kitchen is slow. You know what I mean? Like if the server did their job, but the
Right.
kitchen's taking forever.
But you know that. Like, okay,
Yeah,
it's not the
it's-
server's
it's-
fault.
Yeah, it's easy to tell when the server's fucking up or when they're doing their best to keep up with the shit show that's
Cool.
going on during the dinner rush.
No, today,
I don't know how we got off on tips, but
Today
now I'm
is-
just fucking tooting my own horn and waving
You're
my
so
flag.
quiet.
Look at
Where
me,
did you?
The
I'm such a
damn
good
server
guy.
at
I
this
tip.
restaurant today, boy, she came and got my water. Was like, you want a refill? I'm like, yeah. She took my water. Bitch never came back.
Oh hell no!
Like, what the fuck?
Instead of getting a refill,
quit her
you
job.
literally just got nothing.
She took your cup, put it in the kitchen, and quit her job.
Could have just left that bitch here. I'm thirsty as fuck.
Did she just
Coulda-
bring your food out too?
I could
Nah,
have
I
left
already
the ice
ate my
melt.
food. Like I was already like in the middle of my food. Yeah.
No drink.
You don't have anything else.
No
you just
bev.
What'd you eat?
left with no cup.
Fuck,
The napkin?
bro. Tacos, bro. Hard tacos.
Hard
bro.
tacos? Yeah, you had to try
Spicy
them out.
pork. Yeah, bro.
Spicy
Fuck
too?
I hear
You need a
eating
drink.
napkins with no
that. So
drink.
dirtball.
You need a drink,
I don't
son.
know. I don't know if she got tipped or not.
You don't know.
I forgot. Like she forgot my drink.
You know what the fuck you tipped that bitch.
No.
Where did you serve
I'll give you a
at?
tip. Do better at your
Me?
job.
Yeah, you said
That's
you
your
served?
tip.
So yeah, 21st and
Iraq.
Post.
He served in
Uh,
I
Iraq.
was literally, fuck you. I was building
Oh, no,
up
you
to
were
something,
good. No,
you
God, I'm
motherfucker.
sorry.
God
Damn,
fucked it up.
Kyle.
I guess he was building up to the joke, and I snatched it from him.
I said, where'd you serve?
Oh,
Where
serve?
did you serve?
Yeah, I said Iraq. He's like, "Fuck, that's what I was gonna say."
No.
He's a piece of shit.
Outback, 21st and Post.
Served in Australia, the
you
Outback.
put the
Australia.
emphasis on
Aussie.
piles.
Olsey.
Bro, every job I've had like 50 jobs, and I
I
always
mean, that's good, though.
quit.
50
Yeah,
jobs
blowjob's
is
still
good,
a job,
I
though.
couldn't have a boss, bro.
Yeah,
It's
nah.
good.
50
Yeah.
jobs is
I had to just
still...
work for myself. But yeah, there, then Ruby Tuesdays in Greenwood.
Never been
I was
at.
the- I was the,
Tuesdays for so long.
I was the fucking bartender, and I quit. Well, they fired me, and I said no, I quit.
Did you
I was
make good
giving
money?
The line cooks free liquor. They were like, this
Can't do
bottle of Jack
You
seems
bad
low.
man.
I'm like, what are you talking about? They're like, you're fired. So I quit, motherfucker.
I was
Fuck
gonna
yeah.
quit anyway.
I used to
Yeah.
work at Sapphire
Use that line.
Wednesdays, but I got fired for giving hand jobs in the bathroom.
Oh, Charlie's. Oh, Charlie's
Did you
on
say
one.
Sapphire Wednesdays?
Yeah,
Server, you
Ruby
ever served there?
Tuesday.
I never had a serving job, but my mom was a server for a long time, so I definitely am like big on tipping.
And I serve the streets.
Yeah, no, you can definitely like understand the side of the server too. You know what I mean? Like
Hell yeah.
that they are working for fucking. But
I used to
mean,
be a piece of shit,
same
no
time,
good
it's like-
scumbag busboy that would steal tips off the tables. But this is when I was like
I got fired from
19.
Charlie's for that.
Oh,
You know,
man.
I had a little scheme, allegedly,
I
allegedly,
quit.
and this was 15 years ago, well beyond statute of limitations. Okay, all right, but I allegedly used to at this Mexican restaurant I worked at. You know how like they'll have like ring pops and like chiclets and shit for sale at the register when you leave.
Yeah, yeah.
So they would take one of those ring pop tubs, put it under the register, and that's where they would take all the ones and the fives
Right.
from the candy money, and they would like make change out of the drawer and shit with it. So they'd put 20s in there and take 5 or what, you know what I mean? Like
Right.
You're a
to
bad
make-
man.
so they would just have cash just sitting under this register.
Oh.
And right next to it, I'm a busboy. Literally on the shelf, right next to that thing is all the white washcloths that you would use to go, wipe the tables down with. Right behind that is like the only camera pointing at the register. But the way it's positioned, you just, you crouch down to get the cloths
and take all the money.
the things behind your back. Yeah, I would just grab a white rag, shove my hand, allegedly,
You done said I.
shove my
I
hand
would. I would.
down
I
You
would.
already
into
admitted to this crime.
down in the jar. I'd take like $100-something, shove it in my pocket, and call it. But I was on drugs allegedly.
Probably like 18.
Yeah, I was like 19, 20 years old at the most. I'm
Spice.
32 now.
I need
Yeah, I
money.
was
Boy was
I
off that Katie.
literally addicted to K2. So doing whatever, what I'm saying. It was bad. It was bad times.
It's the worst.
I'm not proud of it, but it is a fun podcast story. Allegedly.
Bro, the
With
Katie
students'
era.
Allegedly.
The old marijuana commercials is what K2 actually does for you.
Wait,
like when you melt into the couch. It's
Bro,
like
bro,
don't
yes.
do weed.
Yes, you're just a
No,
a
that's
flat
K2.
skin sack.
You get the wrong drug.
Yeah, bro.
You guys got the wrong guy.
You don't know nothing about turning flat off some K2.
I know a little bit.
You ain't never seen it's
What?
kind of fucked
little
up.
bit.
You ain't never seen them videos, the fucking like last man standing challenges in jail.
What?
No.
Everybody's
No,
smoke
I
Katie
have-
and
I
see
have-
who's the last man
The
standing.
motherfuckers are like
How have I
Dude,
never
it'd be like
stumbled
if y'all-
upon this corner on
whoever-
the internet?
whoever last man standing off this Katie ain't gotta pay for it.
Ain't gotta pay for it.
Oh, this is amazing.
60 days in Katie.
5-6 motherfuckers slumped over, bro,
Jesus
on their side.
This
laying
is
on the
crazy.
ground,
I've
bro,
never heard
throwing
of that.
up
I mean, I
and
know
shit.
what I'm looking up when we're done
And the
podding.
last dude is standing up, like barely, like I told y'all.
He's like, he's the last one. He was about to fall out. I know
That is
exactly
so
what you're talking
fucking
about.
funny because now I'm just
It's so
picturing
hilarious,
it.
bro.
He's
Go-
like-
They're all just like,
He's like
They're
fighting.
literally like throwing up, bro, on their side.
Salvia videos. Those are fun to watch. You ever seen those? The dude that him
I
and
watched
his
the
girl
guy
are smoking
jump
it,
off a
and the
fucking-
dude jumps out the window.
Yeah,
Have you
definitely.
seen
You
that
done
one?
Salvia?
One time, and
That shit's
Salvia
real deal
90X.
shit.
it lives up to
It's
its
legal.
name. It lives
Why
up
the
to its
fuck was
name.
that legal?
have you seen the dude
Same
who
way
tries
Spice
to?
was.
legal?
Yeah, Salvia was gas
Look,
station shit, just like
really?
Spice.
Have
Yeah.
you seen the dude that tries to garden while doing salvia?
Yes, he
No.
just
Bro,
he's down with this shit.
Did it
His
smell
hands
like
just-
super
Hold
grow or
on,
something?
hold on. He's like crisscross applesauce, dog. He's got the fucking little garden and shit, and then he's just like, "Well, I'm just gonna, boom, hit."
Take a guess how much gardening he gets done.
He goes right back to the video. He's like, "And there's where you."
I have seen
It's-
that
it's-
shit.
He just
If you
starts.
guessed zero gardening, you guessed absolutely correct. He hits the salvia and falls out and pranks.
He's just tilting off the.
Y'all remember Duster?
Oh, do I remember
Oh,
Dusty?
Bro.
My best friend,
Sweet.
Dusty Rhodes, baby. Dusty
Man.
Rhodes, baby.
I was in a buddy with Conte actually, and he hit it
Yeah.
while he was driving. And there was a corner coming
Oh
up.
no.
Bro, this mother fell out. Why? The corner was coming, bro. I had to take the wheel. It was all bad, bro.
We have a friend, rest in peace, that did the exact same thing over some
R.I.P.
train
I
tracks and
was in the
flipped his
car.
car.
Yeah.
You were in the car when it happened?
Travis, yeah.
That's right. I forgot you were in the car. You tell the story.
Wah, wah, wah,
I was
wah.
in a car. The driver did air duster while driving. We flipped over the tracks into Marzil in a red Sunfire. That car. Yeah, it was fucking
Upside down.
crazy. It's the only time I'm ever gonna say that again.
hit the duster. Oh my god! Flipped over.
You hit.
Duster was a good feeling though. I'm gonna sound like a fiend.
Did you hit Duster?
All
No,
drugs
I-
are a good feeling. That's why they're drugs.
Fucking liar.
The depression comes after
I've
you
seen
stop
this man
doing
hit
them.
Duster.
No,
Did you ever
never
do
seen
air
that.
duster,
High
bro?
school parties, bro.
No, I would never
No,
do
I
that
didn't
shit
do
at a
that.
party.
Is that
bro.
like
That's
is that
not
the
me.
same as like the whippets?
Basically,
Basically,
it's just
yeah.
the can
I
of
know I've
shit.
done the whippets. Like
It's the
a
can of
moment.
shit that you
Whippets,
use.
if
You
you mix
spray your
whippets with
keyboard
crack.
out and shit with. It just.
Different.
It's
The
like
chemicals get
CO2
to you,
in a
bro.
bottle.
Now you know what I
Whippets are
fucked up.
healthy.
I fucked
version
up
of
one
it.
time with the air duster. I was hitting it. I was all fucked up, so I laid down upside down on my friend's couch. So I was laying with my head
Oh, yeah,
hanging
you can't do
off.
that.
The can was upside down.
Man.
Hit it. That's liquid nitrogen straight to your lungs. You want to talk about a coughing fit thinking you're about to die.
My friend used to hit it like this.
Tahko, how the fuck? You ain't dead. It's
It's a mystery.
My friend used to hit it in his nose, mouth, nose. I'm like, what are you doing?
What?
You know, you
Like,
start
what's
off.
wrong with you?
You start
Yo,
off by
chill.
putting a sock over the can. You know what I mean? Hitting it so you don't get this, and then like eventually you
Oh, you're a
upgrade to like
veteran.
just the T-shirt. Oh, I got to a straight can. I was raw dogging it. Just
That's the only way I did it. Was
No.
another way.
well, yeah, you just put a like a
Yeah, like,
washcloth
filter it.
over it so it's not quite so
That's
strong
so
straight
smart.
in your
It
mouth.
doesn't- it doesn't freeze dry your
Yeah,
lips.
exactly. Yeah, that's how we started off. But then it's like, what the fuck are
Hold
we
on.
doing?
Hold on. It doesn't freeze dry your lips.
If it hits your lip,
Doesn't-
your shit'll get frozen.
Real
For
shit.
real.
You don't want to defrost it or nothing. You know what I mean? You don't want to freeze
You just
up
keep
your
hitting it,
lips
hitting it,
and
it's gonna-
fucking.
Yeah,
Have you ever
fucking
seen
lips
someone dunk like a rose in a vat of liquid nitrogen and then they shatter it on the desk?
Yes.
That's what it felt like when I was upside down and I hit that can. Because if you turn it upside down and spray it, it will freeze things. That's what it is. It's pressurized, liquid or it might not be liquid nitrogen, but it has
But it
the
acts
exact
like
same properties. Yeah.
Sub-Zero.
And-
Finish him.
That shit, I took a fucking straight to the lungs. And
Oh
it-
my
oh.
god.
Oh my god, turn it down. Oh my fucking god. What? You
Human verify.
guys ever robo tripped?
Definitely.
What?
Back in the day, robo
That was
tripped?
like
Definitely.
the first time I ever got high. bro.
Yeah.
What do you remember from that shit?
A bunch of shit, bro. Like,
Dude.
Okay, now hang on. Now by robo trip, which one? There's usually you got
DXL.
your three. You got your Robitussin, which is like your entry level. You got your Coracetin, which is you're gonna see God and Satan at the same time.
just Robitussin.
And then there's Dramamine, which is there's spiders all over me, but it's all right. The holy or the unholy trinity: Coracetin, Dramamine, and
I only did the
Robitussin.
beginner stage on that shit.
I did a lot of bad
Lean
stuff.
was popular when
I
was
had
young.
a buddy
I was
who
like
did it,
straight
but
to
I had
lean.
never done it.
I took 3 boxes of Coracetin in an 8-hour time frame and woke up. I'm not kidding you. I tripped for 72 hours. I woke up
Oh my
for
god.
the next 3 days. By day 3, when I woke up, I was like, oh, okay, so this is permanent. Cool. So this is my life now. Like, I'm just.
You thought
Yeah.
it was like
Stuck in a perma trip.
Stuck, fucked
But
up.
what were
My
you saying
friend
about the
was
first
stuck
time you
on
got
an
high?
acid trip for years.
I totally cut you
It's a
off.
real
My
thing.
bad.
I don't know. It was definitely on Robitussin.
Years.
Fucking. I remember last thing I remember that night. My boy like dropped me off, and I told him if he didn't leave a stick of butter on my doorstep, that the aliens would get me. I woke up and there was a stick of butter on my doorstep for sure. He's a real
Oh,
nigga
hell
for
yeah.
that,
You just
like-
scared your fucking homie.
Aliens didn't get you.
God
Bro,
damn, that's
yeah, he
crazy.
definitely left. Shout out Juice Man.
Yeah,
man.
dude.
Hey, shout out Juice Man. Get him on the pod.
I'll
Yeah.
never
I want to hear his side of the stick of butter story.
I'll never forget the night I drank a bottle of Delsum. A full bottle of Delsum.
Read by Brett.
I drank
Gibson.
every bit of cough syrup.
Narrated by Morgan Freeman.
Dude, you
It was
seen
a
that?
beautiful bottle.
You see
of
that
Delsum.
shit? The people like the My Strange Addiction people are addicted to drinking fucking rubbing
My Strange
alcohol.
Addiction, bro. That show's
Eating
wild.
mattress
Rubbing
foam and
alcohol and fucking hand sanitizer?
Eating
To get
her
drunk?
husband's ashes.
Huh?
She used to eat her husband's ashes.
Yeah,
Freaky
addicted
bitch.
to eating her husband's ashes, bro.
Freaky bitch.
That's the type of bitch I want. What the fuck?
Bro, she hold
Love
on.
me to death.
Hold on. All she was doing, straight up opening the shit, boom, stick her
Just-
finger in it and
like it
lick
was
it
a
off.
ring
Yeah.
pop.
Like a nummy? Like,
Bitch snort me.
What? Oh my god.
that's a bar.
Hey, do you remember at Benji's that old man covered in scabs that came over with his wife that was drinking the bottle of Windex? Do you remember this?
On purpose?
Yes, a crazy. She thought she could talk to ghosts, and she was like, in her late 50s,
I bet,
early
drinking
60s,
Windex.
drinking a bottle, like took the top off and was just drinking a bottle of it
Like, no shame.
Have you
in the
ever-
real deal trap, like where the real deal Windex drinkers were coming out. It was. You want to talk about my
Windex
strange addiction? She
drinkers.
was drinking fucking blue Windex. It was crazy.
Littered and
The-
never
And
wanted-
talking about she sees ghosts flying around her and shit.
The bitch from fucking Cheech and Chong that was doing the Ajax.
What was the noise she was making? Didn't even do it.
You remember what I'm
Talking like
about?
Daffy Duck. Do it. Oh my god. Or Donald Duck.
Imagine, dude. Fucking Ajax.
What high school did you go to?
None.
Option.
Doesn't
Doug
exist
hard.
for me.
Fucking-
I'm dead.
He had a few options, you could say.
I would have went to Decatur though,
Decatur, where it's greater.
or Wayne Township, or Ben Davis
It's west.
West. I went to WEC before they fucking changed the name. It was still WEC. Yeah,
I don't know what that is.
the bad kids alternative.
Oh wait, yeah.
bullshit
Options is
school.
what it was called where I went to school. Yeah, it's not called options. It's called WEC. That's right. I'm tripping.
That shit was crazy, boy. There was a kid in there that thought he was like Wolverine and shit. It was not. I'm telling you
Well,
now.
half the
real?
Chris deserve to be in that shit.
Autism is a hell of a drug.
I'm telling you right now.
Hey, I'm allowed to say that, okay? I was
Bro.
diagnosed with Asperger's as a child. All right, so I can say retarded. You guys can't. That's the rule, right?
Hey.
That's how it
Diagnosed
works.
with it as a child, like you beat it type of shit. Or,
I mean, I don't know if you beat it, but it helps me make good music, so I ain't trying to beat it.
Like you beat it, like you got it's good
Yeah,
now.
I went through chemo and all that.
it's like, no, he's straight now. It's good.
He's good.
He ain't got the burgers no more.
Oh my
ass one.
god.
There's no burgers in my ass anymore. Don't worry.
Asperger's till he ate it.
That South Park episode where Cartman thinks Asperger, he literally puts a cheeseburger in his ass and starts selling them because he thinks that's what Asperger. I don't know. It's wild.
Fucking
All right. Okay. What's that?
What are you looking
Bryce,
for?
what's that song? Is it like that? Is that
Life
the
is in
Kendrick?
Dude, when
Okay.
it happens, bro. When
All
it
right.
happens, it happens.
I
You
need
can't
that-
stop your body from looking for it.
I need everybody's opinion. I need everybody's opinion.
Who took it?
I'm about to turn this shit into a dance.
Like, yo. God damn. What'd you say?
Like that or 7-minute drill? What are we going with? Kendrick or J. Cole?
J. Cole.
J. Cole.
I'm basing mine off.
I'm not saying. I'm not
I see the
saying.
future, and you're gonna remember this podcast. You're about to
Okay.
think Kendrick got him.
Ah,
That's all I'm calling it now.
Hey,
Yeah.
Okay.
You
Here-
think,
That's
you
why-
think
that's
Kendrick
why I
coming
say
back
that.
with some more?
Yeah,
I'm sure he comes
Yeah.
back, but he's not. It's not gonna be better. Than
he's been
Cole.
waiting 7
Hold up,
years.
hey, what are
The
you
fuck else has
thinking?
he
What are you
got?
thinking? Have you heard 7-minute drill
I
yet?
think he's been like preparing for this
Yeah, I
moment.
want my little 10 minutes back for all the little J. Cole music I tried to listen to
Thank you.
over the past couple of days.
Thank you.
What are we even talking about?
Thank you.
Wait, what did he say?
He said, "I want
What's
my."
his
He said, "I
time
want.
back?
I want the 10 minutes of my life back that I
Paige
spent
thinks
over
it
the
was
last couple
boring.
days listening to J. Cole music."
Mm-mm.
That's wild to even say.
Shouts out to him for putting daylight on that shit though.
Hey, yeah. Shout out to all of them for beefing. I really like that shit. That's dope.
I feel like
Yeah,
Jim
well,
on The
yeah,
Office.
yeah,
I'm about to
well,
just
that
give
was
a
the
knowing
Office.
glance to the camera.
Huh?
I feel like Jim from The Office. I'm just gonna look at the camera.
I'll take J. Cole. I thought it was dope as fuck. Yeah.
He
thought
fucking.
I just have always
He
been
fu-
a
he
J.
crushed
Cole
You
fan.
gotta
Kendrick.
realize this is the first round.
Kendrick
That's what
didn't
I'm
say a
saying.
goddamn thing in his verse. What are we
Yeah.
talking about?
Yeah, they, you know what I'm
What?
saying?
Cole
They'll
ripped
probably
him
come back
apart.
at each other again, so I can definitely.
You're tripping.
He said a couple cool little. Okay, I'm not gonna say
I want
he didn't say a damn
motherfucking
thing.
Drake
Because
to
that
say
whole
something.
that
That's
whole
what I'm waiting
Prince
on.
outlive Mike Jack, that was hard. I fuck with that bar. But it's like Cole just like
What is it called when there's like 3 meanings in one bar?
triple entendre.
He's got like 5 of those in that. You just
Okay,
don't realize.
then maybe I didn't catch the deep. I
I
didn't
like
catch
the
all the
deepness of
levels.
his.
I maybe
Yeah, see now I will
because
say this.
okay,
Go ahead. Go
I was
ahead.
gonna say I'm
Go ahead.
not the most well versed in music. For being somebody that
Exactly.
makes music,
Exactly. I knew you
don't.
were gonna say.
I
it.
don't listen to a lot of music. I spend my time listening to podcasts.
and then when
for being
Kendrick
honest.
came out, it was a weird time of my
I
life.
can't say too much because I don't know
I don't
the
know a lot of
When
their
backstory.
Kendrick came
discography.
out, it was a weird time of my life. I was living in the fucking hood on my buddy's couch. Kendrick came out. ADHD was like.
Yeah, no, he's
That
like
meant a
he
lot to me,
done
like-
shit. Like
But
that
I'm
whole
just
era,
saying,
Kendrick
like Schoolboy
Lamar.
Q, the TDE era first coming out. One of our buddies actually got signed to fucking TDE, so that meant a lot to me. like our friend that made
Right.
a beat in this
Can I borrow
apartment,
your ashtray, Bryce,
like got signed to
for 2
TDE as our
Right.
friend. So like the shit meant a lot to me.
Bro,
But in a
go ahead,
vacuum
man.
chamber,
Talk
in a
my
vacuum
mixer.
chamber, not counting their whole
I guess I'm
careers.
more like attached to it.
Big
In a,
B
in a
money.
vacuum chamber,
Oh.
just going off like
Are
that.
you
And that's what
stuck
that song's called, right? Metro Boomin, Future, and Kendrick. It's
Can I
called
borrow
Like
your
That,
ashtray?
right? And that what-
Yeah.
okay, just that song versus 7-minute
Stuck
drill
as
in a
fuck.
vacuum chamber.
I like the Future song better.
Okay, all right.
Like
Music
I,
is subjective.
I will when I leave
understand.
here, I would rather bump that than the 7-minute drill.
I need to before we
As a
bring this up
song,
on the next
right,
pod.
But
See,
Easily.
I don't know, like
see that's
When it comes
I
to
even
all these,
disagree
like,
with that.
bars
I
and
feel
the
like
dissing.
it's cool, but I like that. But maybe it's just because I like J. Cole more. Maybe I'm not looking at it in a vacuum chamber.
Right.
Bye.
We all have
It's
our
kinda
opinions.
weak.
Music is it's art. It's all an opinion.
And for me, like the song, if you're listening to Like That, you only get one verse of Kendrick, as opposed to if I'm listening to J. Cole song, the whole thing.
And
is
that's what I'm
the
saying
di-
about
like,
round one. Wait for round
Yeah.
two because
Yeah,
it's going to be
that's-
an actual
that is
7-minute
fair.
song
That is fair.
of
The
triple
J-
entendres.
That
I
is
might
fair.
have liked the
Things
J.
that
Cole
fuck
shit a
about
little
watch.
more if it was shorter.
But the song's only
I
3
stopped
something
halfway.
minutes.
I
It's
really
not.
did
It's
that.
not 7 minutes.
And it was still too many bars that I didn't need on there. Like
Okay. I mean, 3.5 minutes or whatever
Put
it
a hook on a
is
disc,
long
bro.
for 2024.
He put
We
a hook
watched
on a
30
disc. As
second
soon as the hook
TikToks.
came
You know what I
around,
mean?
I was like,
Scroll if
okay,
it's
this
too
is-
long. So
and I feel like he letting Drake kind of push him around. Like he a pawn in all this. Like in the
if
Drake
you listen to
game.
the song,
I'm waiting on Drake to
Now
say
that
We all
I
do
something.
can't-
music.
I
We
can't let
listen to
you
the
sit here
song.
and say my boy is a pawn. How dare
Can you not say that he expected Drake to hop on that beat because it was a Drake beat, not a Cole beat, and even the
Ah.
flow was
With
Drake-ish.
a Drake,
It almost like, all right, Drake, get on this, and Drake was almost
I don't
like,
know. I think it's kind of hard to call that because I feel like
Oh, no.
Drake and J. Cole both get
That's what
on
it sounded
kind
like
of
to me.
similar beats. I feel like
Right.
they both can get on some old school sounding shit and make it sound
Um,
clean, as opposed to getting on some new school shit and making it sound clean. So I don't know because I feel like that beat could have gone either way.
I'm a J. Cole fan, don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
I
me
like
too.
J. Cole.
To me, and I don't know enough of Kendrick's music. That's the thing. Like for me, my top 3 rappers are J. Cole, Drake, and Lil Wayne. Like-
Kendrick, Lil Wayne,
Lil
Kendrick,
Wayne, not in
and
any specific order.
probably easy.
Probably J. Cole, Lil
Yeah, like,
Wayne, then Drake. If I had to put
Kendrick
it in a
Lamar
certain
has
order.
done shit. Like in my opinion, like, he's obviously
Good Kid,
done
Mad
shit.
City. No,
Four
But I
albums,
just
four
never-
albums in
Nothing
12
Cole has
years. I
done
can do
is
the
on Good Kid,
division.
Mad
I
City
just
level.
never fucked with Kendrick Lamar like that. So it's
That was
just-
like
that's on me.
fucking.
And I think that's a lot to
global.
do with like your surroundings and when the song came out. Like,
True that too, for
Yeah.
sure.
Time of age.
Who
yeah.
was listening to what around you and
Yeah.
shit for sure.
it's this like the coded podcast I listened to on Spotify that broke down to Pimp a Butterfly, and that really like
Yeah,
I
see
ain't
now
got
I would be
perspective,
interested
like,
in watching shit like that too,
when
like
I
to
heard
break shit
Wait,
down.
it's a
like,
podcast where they break down
To
like
Pimp-
rap songs. They break down the.
It's only like a few different albums. It was his full album.
that would
though,
be
and,
dope as
like,
fuck.
the
That's
way
pretty
it
cool.
was broken down, like it's not. It's I don't know. You damn near gotta watch it for yourself, and you'll be like, okay, like, bro, he's writing on
say it's called
another level. He's
Decoded?
writing and
you ever heard a
producing
Wayne
shit on
song like
another
currently,
level,
and you're like, I missed that bar when I was younger.
No,
you just
for
now got it?
sure.
but
Kendrick
for
does that
sure.
like even
For
more.
sure.
But this be beyond that. It'd be
Wayne.
like callbacks to shit from earlier in the album, like
Yeah.
number sequences that he be putting in shit that
Like music is an art. I feel like Kendrick
That's
is
dope.
an art.
it's different.
Like, I
it's
don't
real
know.
different.
What'd you say the podcast is called? Decoded?
I'm pretty sure it's called Decoded. I gotta look
Okay.
that shit up.
Shout
I
out
ain't
to
listened it
Decoded.
in a minute.
Because I'm gonna have to check that out. That
But I don't
sounds
even
dope.
know if they still do episodes. Like it was only on like
Yeah, type shit.
certain few shits. Like not everything needs to be decoded for sure.
Bro, tell them about the podcast you be fucking watching. The AI shit.
I
That-
will.
That's
okay.
the funniest
You want the
shit.
AI
Good point.
podcast?
I will. Yeah, hang
Bruh.
on. Well, first I want to make a point on
Sounds
what we were
lit.
saying
It's-
just now, and then I will say that there's this our dude Scott that we play the game with, and we're in Discord all the time. He'll send these YouTube videos where you said that Decoded podcast and made me think of this. These YouTube videos where it'll be like a Cole verse or a Wayne verse or someone who real a Kendrick, someone who does some real lyrical shit, and it'll have the lyrics on the screen, and it'll kind of like how karaoke lights up as you're saying it. It'll do that, but then it will light up different colors on the different rhyme schemes. So it's like
I
EO,
know.
EO,
Yeah,
and it'll
yeah.
light those all
Some
up the
haikus.
same color. So it literally breaks down exactly how their rhyme schemes go. And that it's so dope. Every time I see that, my little brain is like, oh, this is it's autism central. Fucking,
I
I'm
get excited when I see
dialed in on this.
That shit was actually called Dissect, not Decoded.
Dissect.
Dissect. Okay, I
Shout
gotta see
out
if it's
to
on YouTube
Dissect.
because that's where I watch all my podcasts. I don't have Spotify.
Website. I had just happened to listen to it on Spotify.
They're probably on everything. They're not Joe Rogan. They don't have a
I think it is on-
multi-million-dollar deal to be on one exclusive platform.
So you-
Multi-million.
Your shit is how many videos you want to do to that or any?
What?
Bone
to
Break
Bone Basket. 4 to 6
videos?
Yeah, yep. But it'll all be like, yeah, just shit like I'm personally working on. You know what I mean? Like all by myself type shit.
Who did that video that when I was on Kane's music review? You guys like in a house and they had a fucking
The house is on fire.
Yeah.
Him and Kaz.
Who
That
did that
Stomach.
video?
that
Kaz.
stomach. Kaz filmed it. Didn't say, or Kaz edited it. Didn't Zane shoot it, or did Kaz shoot it too?
Kaz and Zane.
That's a talented
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah,
Engineering.
Kaz edited the entire video. He
Shout
put all
out
the
Kaz, little
VFX.
daddy.
I
Shout
didn't know
out
he did
Zane
videos.
West. Creative
done-
World Films, right?
Actually,
No, he's
every Gringo Gang video almost
Remember.
ever has been edited by Kaz, and nobody
Really?
even knows that. Like,
That's
Kaz has
impressive.
been the biggest behind the scenes thing when it comes to mixing the music and,
I
and
know
editing the
about that.
videos. And has so many talents. It's insane.
yeah, the VFX and shit. I was like, bro.
To this day, I still credit him as
he's
the
been
most
doing that shit,
talented
bro.
person I've ever met when it comes to music
most
and
underground.
art and just
The
all anything-
versatile shit. I've never seen somebody be able to like just make beats whenever they want, and then go
and do
play
it flawlessly.
go play the piano whenever they want, and then like pick up a guitar and learn it real quick, play it whenever they want. Fucking record you, make it sound however you want. Knows every single in and out button of Pro Tools
It's a prodigy.
without even a question. He just
Dog.
knows what you're talking about.
Real
immediate,
savant
and pulls it up.
in everything. It's insane.
He's the only motherfucker that I ever met recording with. Like, I wanted a sound. Like, if I had to make a stupid ass sound, he could immediately bring the sound that I was hearing out of my head onto my voice. It was the craziest
That's
shit.
the best part about engineering. Someone tries to explain shit and it doesn't make any
And
sense.
and credited
you
to
understand
him
what they
working
mean?
with us for so
got
long.
you.
You know what I mean? Like that shit.
Got you, bro.
Kaz is the first person to pick me up and take me to fucking Space Dad shit and record. When I was fucking 16, he picked me up and fucking took me over there. That's the first person I fucking met that night. And Kaz has been recording me and doing my videos ever since. Literally.
Fire.
He did fucking what was the fucking one? LED. Remember that one running through the
Yep.
woods? And then I was
Yep.
like, damn, he knows his fucking like the After Effects and shit. You know what I mean? Like, not too many people know about like how to dive deep into After Effects. And
I
like,
get 20 minutes in Adobe and I'm like, I'm fucking done with
bro,
it.
that's what I'm saying. Like,
fucking done with
my
it.
brain can't even process like what the
I'll
fuck
stick with
is
CapCut.
like that shit gets
Facts.
that shit gets crazy. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Like, that's the shit that you gotta understand. Like, they be doing movies on there. You know what I mean? These
Right.
are where movie films and shit get
made.
made. Like in After Effects and Adobe Premiere and shit. Like that shit gets deep, bro.
Like, there's
That
something
shit-
about audio. I can listen to a 4-bar loop for 5 hours.
Bro, audio is so much
but
different.
video,
swear
I
to
can't
God.
watch one scene for 4 hours. It kills me. I don't know what it
Oh,
is.
yeah.
And then the rendering and shit with
Like it's something about
videos.
your eyes, straining your eyes, staring at all the tiny changes
Yeah.
you're making to something.
Straight
it's
up.
like your eyes. can
Have
only
you ever
take so
edited a
much,
video?
you can Take more.
Just
People,
say,
I think it
people
takes
ask me
way
to do
more
music
energy.
videos all the time because they see me on
Right.
Adobe doing my podcast. But do a video. I'm like, nope.
yeah,
Because as
nah.
soon as you have one fucking like you want me to change something, it's gonna piss me the fuck off.
Bro, and it's so much work for something so little too in there. I feel like, but
Yeah.
I mean, people would disagree. You know what I mean? Like people that know the shit, like they could do it fluent and shit. It's
Yeah, my
like,
homie Cody's like that. He's like,
Yeah.
that's easy. I'm like,
like
what
that shit.
Fuck
It's
you.
easy to them.
What
But,
are you talking about?
but like we were saying though, Kaz is literally like edit fucking videos, use After Effects, dive deep. He knows how to fucking. The last time I seen him playing around on his fucking Mac, he was making 3D models in a fucking crazy
That's dope.
app, like creating 3D models and shit. I'm like animation. I'm
Yeah,
like,
because
what the
Adobe,
fuck?
like when I get them little packs, there's like fucking 20 programs,
Mhm.
and like the only one I fuck with is Premiere and Photoshop. You start to
Bro.
get into like 3D Illustrator.
Let me dive
and shit,
into
I'm
something
like,
that's
nope.
cool as fuck, bro. You know Fortnite.
Yeah.
Okay. So they have and Kyle, help me out on this. What do they have? It's you can download a version of Unreal Engine 5
All right.
onto a PC and use it. Just go right in there and make shit with it.
They
right?
basically
shit.
it was by a little over a year ago, I think. Fortnite and Unreal Engine like partnered to
It's
make.
called Nifty Island.
No, it's just
No,
called
it's just
Fortnite
on
X
Fortnite.
Unreal Engine.
You know
It's-
what we're talking about? That shit, bro. I got it on my shit.
It
and was
basically
like,
made Unreal Engine free for anybody. So now you're able to program 3D environments that you would like play a game in, or you can use it for if you. There's this YouTube channel, shout out Corridor Crew. We watch where they'll make videos, but they'll use Unreal Engine to make the 3D render of
Oh,
like a
that's
video
fire.
game place and make the video in that space. Use like green screen themselves in there or some shit like
fire.
that. Like the technology we have now that's free for people to use, if you just take the time to learn it, watch some YouTube, you can make literally anything.
Yeah, bro.
Like, have you guys heard of
Boy.
I'm
Sora?
like a living testament of that.
Have you guys heard of Sora AI? The like, okay, so you know Chat GPT, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know Dolly 2 and like
yeah.
all the image editors or the where you just generate, you type in whatever, it makes the picture.
Yeah.
So those two things are owned by a company called OpenAI, and their thing they're making right now, which they've only made available to a few select editors to like make their own projects
The
with
video
and shit. Yeah, it's called
yeah,
Sora,
yeah.
and it is lifelike. I mean, there's a few things like some of it has a hard time with like legs walking when they cross.
Yeah,
the
but
type
it
of
just
line.
sounds like little bugs that they're
It's-
gonna work out.
This is like
Give it 2 years.
this
Yeah.
is the
Literally,
wheel.
yeah, that's what I was about to
Imagine the
say.
Ferrari that's going to come out of it. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
this is the as soon as this is free to the public, I'm never filming a video again. I mean, if I can train the AI model on my face to where I can put myself in any scene, it's over. Why would I pay anybody to make a music video when I can just do it on
Yeah,
my computer?
Yeah,
I mean,
the
shout out to
face-
the video editors. It's not no offense. I'm not. It sucks that AI is about to take a lot of fucking jobs. It is. It
The
sucks,
one
but
that
at the same
scares
time,
me
it doesn't.
Is the producers. I feel
Yeah,
like AI
dead
can
ass.
make
Yeah,
that
but-
easy.
You also have to look at like actors is
Beats.
another thing. Like people are going to be able to make movies without actors, but that doesn't mean that no movies will get made with actors or that no music will get made with producers.
So
It just means that big studios are going to start, like Netflix is going to
Yeah.
start using an AI to make it. We can still make shit and put it on
someone
YouTube.
asked
We
me
can
if
still
I'm
make our
scared
own music.
as like an engineer in studios, and
Mhm.
I said no. You know why?
Why?
Because you guys will realize once you get that like the analog shit,
Mhm.
you can't stick that big of equipment yet in the phone yet.
Yeah,
Not yet.
The fucking big ass
true.
tube vacuum you need,
Right.
for like real
Yeah,
crispy
nah.
vocals.
Yeah,
But you can
And,
get
like, fucking-
AI. It'll be able to
you
replicate the
can't do that
sound
yet.
enough.
You can't do that yet. And you can have plugins. They got all these plugins that replicate the hardware. It's still just not the same.
yeah.
It's
nah.
not. So that's why
Well-
I'm
well, the-
scared. Yeah, but like not. I'm not.
The thing is like if I was like doing like the whole engineer side of it is like the only reason I'd still be a little fucking scared is because like the generation moving into the AI shit.
yeah,
You know what
yeah.
I mean?
The
Like
ones coming up.
it's like you know what I mean? Like you're saying it like it doesn't sound the same. Well, that thing that's the same is just gonna get scooted back and it's gonna be the new AI fucking sound or
BandLab 10
something.
years from now will probably be dope.
It's like you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
everything is like that. So
Yeah.
that's
But
the
look-
new wave. Motherfuckers want to hop
The
on
thing,
the
the
new
way you
wave.
got to look at it though is, and everything I'm saying, this kind of calls back to what you said earlier about that podcast I watched, Dudesy. There's an AI podcast called Dudesy where
Bro.
it's Will Sasso. He used to be on
Uh-uh.
Mad TV and shit.
I
Yeah.
know Mad TV.
Okay. Well, you would know he's the bigger bald guy, the fat bald guy from Mad TV.
Yeah.
It's him and this guy named Chad Kulchin, and they have a podcast that runs their entire, or they have an AI that runs their whole podcast called Dudesy, and it generates scripts for Will to read in an Adam Sandler impression, whatever. It's hilarious, but all the shit I'm saying, I'm basically just regurgitating what Chad says on there
Mhm.
because he has a good outlook on it and makes very good points. All AI is a tool. I mean, it's also going to become a sentient being. Give it 10 years in our
That's the
country.
real question.
Our 10 years, our country. I mean, what is
Man, that shit's scary, boy.
what is sentience? You know
I
what I
ain't
mean?
even gonna lie. I don't even like talking about that shit. Boy. That shit's
Right
scary,
now, where AI
not
is
even-
right now, it is 1,000 times smarter
You know
than
who Ray
any human
Kurzweil
being
is?
on the planet.
boy. Huh?
You know who Ray Kurzweil?
I know the name, but I don't know why.
He talks about 20 years ago he called it basically, and he put a timestamp on it. It's called like the moment of like I forget what it's called, but it's
The singularity.
He's the father of the theory of singularity.
Yeah.
Ray Kurzweil is.
Telling you, Kyle's like a
And
human.
he says it's
typewriter.
coming, and he's been calling it. And he actually went on Joe Rogan recently,
Okay, I need to watch.
and
this
I
one.
watched him 20 years ago, and I was happy to see him. I was like, yes, he called.
Yeah,
this.
because he was saying the singularity was
and he
in
said
40
it,
years,
he's calling
and
it
it's
in
closer now.
2030, 20 years ago. He goes, I'm moving my time up to 2029.
Yeah,
Like I
yeah.
told y'all, motherfuckers.
Yeah, I mean but the singularity, we can't look at it as a bad thing. I know we've seen iRobot, we've seen Terminator,
Mhm.
it all
Well,
paints
that's
it
what he
out.
says. He says
to
it's actually
be-
a good thing.
Because what it is, think of, okay, imagine if we have an AI that runs our government rather than people. People, all the choices they make are for some sort of biased benefit
I mean, just look at
to
lobbyists.
themselves.
It's horrible.
Everything is
worried
to
about
make
banning
money
TikTok
for
right
somebody.
now.
Fucking-
But if we have an AI that doesn't
Fix
need to
the
make
fucking
money,
potholes in DC and Indianapolis.
Facts. But if we have an AI that
Give a
doesn't
fuck
need
about
money,
TikTok.
it doesn't need to eat, it doesn't
Like,
need
yo.
to sleep, it doesn't need anything. The only thing it's going to do is, if its
needs a
main
power
objective is to, but there's not really. That's what Will says on the podcast. If it gets too powerful, we just dump a glass of water on it.
Until they make their own fucking
But it's not.
solar panels.
But look, he
And
always.
we don't know about them on the moon where there's no ozone layer.
Yeah.
And they could constantly have a beam of energy. Like, that's the scary thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you
Man,
can't shut it
fuck
down.
all that
After the
Dr.
singularity-
Evil talk, man. Y'all talking
I
about
really truly feel like AI.
that shit's scaring the fuck out of J-Mo right now.
If there is
scared
any
high right
savior, if
Dude,
there's anything that's gonna
they gotta
save the
quit.
human race,
You got
I know
some
I
good
sound like I'm
CBDs.
shilling for AI, but really think about this. If there's anything that's gonna, we have tried so many strategies, so many things throughout the course of human history to stop war and to have world peace. It doesn't happen. It never. If humans are running things, it never will.
I can see almost.
We need an AI that doesn't have a human controlling it for its own personal gain. That says no,
Fuck that.
you don't need. I know it sounds terrifying. But watch Dudesy podcast. Shout out Chad Colchin.
Man.
The man knows what he's talking about. We're gonna get to a point to where we don't need jobs because AI is
That's
gonna
the
do
scary
everything,
thing is
and we
AI's
can
gonna
spend
realize they don't
all
need
of our
humans.
time. But
And it's better for the earth. I mean, that's what Terminator is about.
but why would
Bro,
better-
stop
better-
saying shit
better
about
for the earth
Terminator.
for what,
AI
though?
realize
Hang
humans
on.
are bad for
But-
Earth.
but-
Eliminate humans.
But
God
if it
damn it.
eliminates humans, then what is the point for Earth even
I
being
have a
here?
daughter,
It's
bro.
not. It's not.
Because
It's
Earth
not.
is a living being.
This
but
ain't
it's
no
not-
fucking
see, that's-
Independence
I
Day
don't-
film.
I don't see
No.
that being the. I don't. I do that. I used to think
It's
that
like
way.
the
That
Matrix
was-
to make scorch
look,
the sky.
that
so
was my
there's
main
no
argument
solar
before.
panels.
That
Scorch
was
the
my
sky.
main argument before. I used to literally say it's going to say that humans are the one thing that's killing the planet, so we just need to eradicate humans. But I don't see that as the out.
Nobody
I'm
knows.
starting to think you're AI.
I might be. I'm just saying.
This man has
pro
watched so
AI,
much
he is
Dudesy.
I've watched every episode of Dudesy twice. It's bad. I love it. It really
Bro,
is.
Trey, tell me Kyle is not full blown. He's an
People think-
NPC.
People think AI is going to
Yeah.
take.
Walking in.
It thinks
Yeah,
AI,
he's
people
like,
think
what do you
AI
mean?
is gonna
This
take
is what I
people's
mean.
jobs
You said sing this hook?
and
Sing it.
ruin us, but it's just going to help us. We're going to hit that singularity where we merge with AI and humanity is
Could
going
be
to
the greatest thing ever
for
where
it.
no humans ever have to work again. Or
There's just
they're going to enslave us.
so many things that humans
I mean,
thought.
So,
Hold on though. There's
But
just
it's too late at this point.
there's
There's no
just-
stopping it. AI is happening.
can't
It's
stop
here.
it.
there's
There's
too
no stop-
many
so-
things though that humans thought we're gonna meet in the middle, and this is
so
gonna be
just
better
positive
for us.
about it, okay?
But there's so many
Just
things that we
stop
thought
it.
were going to kill us too.
Just love it.
Why you
I
guys
know
remember
you're
Y2K?
making me feel like I'm gonna die from this shit.
No, it's
Well,
good.
you might, bro.
No, it doesn't sound good though.
But it is
Singulator's gonna happen in our
aliens, bro.
lifetime.
Look,
When we're
it's gonna
unathletic
happen
and
soon.
fat,
It's
We're gonna be
ha-
old
exactly.
and we can't fight it ourselves.
Yeah,
Stop.
there's no stopping
Dude,
it.
my
So we
hands
just
are
have
sweating.
to. We just have to not be afraid of it
Stop.
and
J-Mo's
look at it
gonna have
as
nightmares
it's
tonight.
go. I don't know. I feel like it's going to be a good thing. That's all I can.
What'd
say.
you
Skies
say,
are gonna be
Trey?
scorched.
I said you better have nightmares tonight.
Bro, I'm gonna text you at fucking 6 a.m. and be like, yo, I cannot stop thinking
No, we
about
can
AI.
never
Look,
talk
I'm ready to
about
fully
this.
plug into the Matrix and just live in the goo and live in any
I mean,
utopia.
literally,
are,
the,
though,
Ma-
that
the
is-
Matrix
I
is
don't
literally
care.
about robots and AI taking over Earth, so humans had to go underground.
But when they went
Are you
underground
talking about the
and they
Jewish
were
That's what
in the
Matrix is
goo,
about.
and they you know about the tunnels in
Are
New
you
York.
talking about Jewish? Are you talking about the Jew?
Jewish AI?
No, you
No.
said they went underground. Talk about the Jew tunnels.
Don't
we found
mention
in New York.
underground without mentioning my homies, dog. You don't fucking.
Nah,
you know what
man,
they're doing
plug
in
into the
Brooklyn
goo.
right
Speaking
now?
of that, you ever seen that Darren Kuyu? Wow, random fact. Fucking, it was like 7,000 people inside of a mountain and underground that used to live like ancient civilization, bro. Like
Ew.
ants.
Oh yeah, the tunnels,
7,000
the
people
tunnels.
City.
Yeah, big ass tunnels and shit. Fucking whole city
What?
underground. Yeah, I seen
Yeah,
that shit.
bro.
I be watching a lot of
7,000
fucking.
people.
7,000.
Wait, are we talking about
They
where it
lived,
was
or
like?
they all died.
Are you
They all
talking
was
about?
living in that bitch for hundreds of years?
Are you talking about? It's like over like in a different like
They made
an
it so-
island type
But the
shit. Is that
thing
what
was,
you're
they're
talking
like,
about?
why were they living in caves when they could have? So they were thinking like there used to be like some
I heard-
like an alien
Dinosaurs.
war going outside type
Could've
shit.
been, yeah, like if you go outside, it's bad.
Hey, dead ass though. Pyramids are some crazy ass shit
They
that
are
we still
crazy
ain't
as fuck.
figured out.
I
You know
saw
what I
They're
mean?
obviously fucking
All that
energy
technology
shit,
we're sitting here
bro.
talking about. All that technology we're
I
sitting
saw
here
this-
talking
I saw
about.
this
I'm a
thing.
big
You know what?
Graham
We'll
Hancock
figure out
fan.
how the pyramids happened.
It
Y'all
was
fuck with
like-
Graham
AI.
Hancock and his shit.
Yeah.
Who?
Graham Hancock.
Graham Hancock.
I
Yeah.
fuck with him, bro.
I saw
Heavy.
this like picture, and it's a picture of a pyramid, and then it's like looking through the sand. everything beneath it is just like all the crazy shit. Like
No, like it's buried.
yeah,
Yes,
everything-
bro.
It all
all
is
the
buried.
crazy shit is
Bro, when
buried
they
at the
found the
bottom.
Sphinx, it was up to its neck. They
Yeah.
didn't know there was a body.
No, no.
I mean, if you look at the Sphinx head, though, it's also a lot smaller than the body, which a lot of people think that it used to be a
lion.
different. Yeah, it was a different
Used to be a
thing,
lion.
then
and all
someone
that
else
water
chiseled it.
erosion shit
Well, no, someone,
happened.
like a new, like it was an old pyramid, and then the Egyptians re-chiseled a new face
Bro,
out of that head. from the
Craziest
old
part about the
civilization that
pyramids
built it
is
or
that they
whatever.
found out that those big ass granite pillars were from fucking a quarry
Think-
100 miles away.
You know what busts my head about Egypt? This. Cleopatra is closer to us
oh
than
yeah, I
the people
heard
who
this
built
shit.
the pyramids.
Yeah, creepy.
Yeah, that's wild.
And she
Creepy
was an
shit.
Egyptian queen.
Didn't know
Creepy.
that. That's crazy.
She is closer to me and you than the people who built the pyramids right now,
That shit.
years wise.
Pyramids be tripping me the fuck
That's
out
wild.
because, like I said, all that
Whoa.
technology we're talking
Gives me
about, and
chills
these
thinking about it,
pyramids
bro.
got
Like,
people
what?
stumped.
Yeah.
Like,
I
that's
truly
crazy.
believe.
come on, man, don't let this shit stump you. There's 3 million motherfucking bricks here. How they do it? You know
No,
what I mean?
found
I
foot-
truly
they found
believe that
footprints
the
like
pyramids
65
were
million years
built
old.
way before Egypt.
Shit
The
don't make no
pyramid-
sense, bro.
The pyramids
Make
were
no
built
sense.
by another civilization of humans, whatever, that were wiped out by, like, you know, it's
That's that Graham Hancock
the
shit. He
something-
thinks there
what
was
is it?
a
the
lost
something Dryas
civilization.
theory. What is it? The
Younger
younger
Dryas.
Dryas. I was gonna say minor.
Younger
Dryas.
Dryas.
Yeah, younger Dryas theory. That or younger Dryas impact theory. Is that what it's called?
Whichever.
Bro,
Whatever.
if an asteroid
That
hit-
says that we were way more advanced than we are now, and then the meteors and shit hit, killed all the humans, but the pyramids are still there.
A city like New York, it would only take like 300 years of natural weather to where you wouldn't even have
Mhm.
proof of New York City.
Yeah, I did see the time lapse shit of where
Yeah,
the
but those are
shield and
not
everything.
pyramids.
Would be no proof.
Yeah, but that ain't no pyramids though, bro.
It's stone.
Like it shouldn't. They were saying like it
Pyramids were
shouldn't.
built with
It
magic.
shouldn't even
It's
be
encased in a
possible for
force
them to
field.
stack up pillars like they did. Like they can't touch it and remove it and like see like they're just in place.
Don't quote me, but
They
it's like
can
70
only-
or 700 ton one block.
70
That's 3
ton.
stories up. That's not even on the wall. It's
Like-
suspended above the wall.
We're talking.
Yeah.
They said like
How,
fucking 40
Sway?
something school buses.
We don't know
Makes
how
no
they did it
sense, bro.
today. We
What?
couldn't do it today, which is the thing that blows my mind. We could not.
Yeah, the
build
way
that
they
I feel like
stacked
that's
it
with
and
our
shit.
technology that we have. They say we couldn't build those
I feel
today.
like that's cap.
That might be cap because we have fucking
Give
cranes.
me $1 billion, I could build a pyramid.
But that pyramid to that exact with those exact size.
If I,
I
tell
might be
Elon Musk to build
misquoting
a
that.
pyramid, he
This
can
could be
do it.
misinformation. I'm not trying to get the podcast flagged. Okay, I'm not trying to get.
He said
canceled.
something about it was 10 bricks a day. The pyramids are built 10 bricks a day for 263 years or something.
Ancient
No,
aliens.
I
The
know you're
dude on
talking
there
about
was
what
right.
it is if you quarried a 1-ton brick a day, it would take you 300 years to build them.
Bro, what the?
And Aswan, where they quarried the brick, is like 700 miles from Giza.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, like, bro, how the fuck
What?
they even? How you get that to? It's all what?
With wood.
But you know, back then it was all like rainforest type shit. It wasn't desert. It was all like they
Right.
say there was trees and shit and
it was
water.
more like the Amazon. Like
yeah,
that-
yeah,
that
it was
scenery,
more like
yeah.
the Amazon
It
shit.
would be
So
harder.
where the
You gotta
fuck?
clear the forest out.
What the
Yeah.
fuck?
All the
You got a
animals
big-ass
and
team.
malaria. It'd be even harder.
Big ass.
I really do be smoking some CBD sometimes. Like, ain't no fucking way there was some dinosaurs. Like they're like
You don't
that
believe
shit.
dinosaurs?
Well, no, I do, but it's like I fully do, but it's just like no way, right? Like where
Nah,
that is
dinosaurs
some.
are cap.
I got a good question
Dinosaurs
for
are
you.
Straight
How
cap.
do we know what a dinosaur sounded like?
Well,
We
they
don't.
they did find super fucking good preserved shit because you got to think they're not finding dinosaurs just in like some desert fucking rock. It's finding them in
I see what you're
permafrost.
talking about. This
Permafrost,
motherfucker
too.
blew through the wind. Thing went.
Well, no, they're literally finding remains of dinosaur in like permafrost and shit like that.
Dinosaur?
Through his vocal
You talking about
cords.
mammoths, cuz.
Nah,
They ain't never found no dinosaur
Yeah.
skin on it.
I'm saying remains of shit like
Oh.
bone and shit. Like they do that all the time. But I'm saying like I'm pretty sure if they got enough shit from something desert or permafrost, whatever, they could reconstruct their fucking vocal cord. You know
I
what
heard the
mean? Or
recording
vocal-
when they reconstructed it. It was they played it on. I heard it on Facebook. It was like they hit play and it said, "I'm in here stroking my dick. I got lotion on my dick and shit." You know those memes?
Let me borrow $20 to tomorrow.
I'm
One
in here
of
stroking
those.
my dick.
Whoever
I got
wrote
lotion on
Jurassic
my dick
Park
and shit.
Was a genius. When they're like, yeah, there was a mosquito. They got stuck in some sap. They was extracted. I'm like, damn, that could actually fucking happen. This
Chill
is-
out,
Yeah.
Jurassic
Who-
Park.
Some
George
bugs stuck
Lucas
in
write
amber.
that?
They trying to do it with the mammoth right now.
Oh, they're bringing.
No,
the
they
back.
are doing it with
They
the
are
They've
doing
done
it.
it.
That is
That's
like a
coming.
for sure thing. It's happening.
They've
the
done.
motherfucking the bitch is
bred,
pregnant.
Like meat,
The bitch is
Did
pregnant.
they do it with mammoth? Yeah, because they found them frozen.
but it's not full. What they're doing,
It's
it's not
organic
fully
material.
blown mammoth. They're somehow they did something with
mixed
mammoth
it with
DNA
with
in an elephant, the closest elephant relate or like
Mhm.
closest relative
Family to it,
to yeah. So it's like 60-70% something
It's
like
an
that mammoth, but it's a ella mammoth.
I mean, the motherfuckers still have fur and shit. Like,
yeah, I mean it's the closest thing we're ever gonna see.
I ain't
to a
never
woolly
seen no
mammoth.
shit like that. That's crazy,
Yo,
dude.
seeing a woolly mammoth at the zoo would be crazy.
I don't agree with fucking with nature like that.
The fact that you could just bring your dog back to life is
It's
It's no different than
Natural
fucking.
selection, let it die.
It's no different than
Yeah,
GMOs and crops and shit. You know what I mean?
Why
Making
can't I bring my
corn
dead
healthier
relative
to-
back then? If that's the case.
I mean, you can.
You know?
It's gonna. It's
Oh,
gonna.
stop.
Think how much
no,
pla-
think about that.
Think how much
My
flat
grandpa
screen.
just
Think,
died. All I
think
need
how
is
much
DNA.
flat screen TVs used to cost. Now you can get them for $120 at Walmart. It's gonna be the same thing with cloning your dead relatives and your
Yeah.
parents and shit. That's it's
Some
gonna
girl
be
wants
a-
some girl wants
a
to have an
consumer thing
abortion.
in 20
Give me the
years.
embryo. Here's my dead grandpa's skin. Take the DNA. Why
my
can't I do that?
God.
I mean, you can already the splicer thing. Have you heard about this? It's a
Yeah, I've
thing
heard
where
about that.
You can literally like, if you're rich enough, you can
That's the
pay.
ancient alien shit
you
right
can
there.
pay
If
to
you're
have-
rich enough.
You can pay to have your baby come out with, dark hair, blue eyes. You can have them make sure they're over 6 foot. Like they can change their. We just finished fully mapping the human genome, which is
Right.
crazy. The shit that's about to happen with that, plus AI learning off that. Like
Bruh.
My kid
we're
had
about to literally be able to clone a person and
My
grow them and
son-
all that. Like
my
we probably
son
can
has-
do it. We've probably done it.
My son
I
has-
am AI.
My son has hearing loss, right? It's 2 cochlers. Like
Yeah,
after
yeah.
surgery.
Yeah,
Amazing shit. Like he's supposed to be deaf, but he can hear.
that's
Yeah,
crazy.
that shit.
He's got like an
that
i7
shit
processor.
blows
under
I
my
love seeing
mind.
videos of that where the
Yeah.
kid
But
starts crying the
anyways,
first time
they were
hear.
talking
It's
about
beautiful.
genetic shit because we want to have another kid. And they're like, well, get genetic testing because you want to know the percentage if your kid's going to have
Yeah.
hearing problems again. So we were like, we're going to take the risk. But they were the
Mhm.
shit they were telling us that you could do with it
Mhm.
is nuts. They were like, yeah, we can tell you which color your next kid's eyes will be.
Wild.
Like,
The fuck, bro?
yeah.
Yeah, that's
Like-
crazy.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't want to know that
Crazy.
shit. They can tell you like how long you're probably going to live.
Yeah, nah, fuck.
Oh
that.
yeah. There was a thing they just did with mice last year where they were able to reverse the mice,
Age.
their cellular age or their DNA.
Oh, yeah, they're calling the
like-
fountain of youth type shit.
Yes, to where
Yeah,
like
bro.
the mouse went from having the body and genes and all that shit of like a 10-year-old mouse to like a 2-year-old. It was
Our
something
kids are going to live in a
crazy.
wild time, I feel like.
There are people alive today that will live to see 200 plus, and I'm putting money on that. Like
In our lifetime?
yes,
That's
we
a Ray
could
Ray
live to
Kurzweil
be
says that
over
too,
100.
actually.
Yeah, I fully believe that. With AI and quantum computing, they just made
200?
huge breakthroughs on that. Which I don't know if you know about
Man.
quantum computing, but it's about to. Oh yeah, I mean not 200 of where you're like they made it to where like you imagine you could get it to where
Bruh.
your body doesn't age past your 30s. They can reverse you back
Well,
to
they got it-
25 and you don't age
They
a
got
day
it now.
until
If you're on
about
the
to die.
internet enough, like
I'd do that
AI
in a
can
heartbeat.
like you can like recreate Joe Rogan's voice over mine because he talks enough.
Oh
on the internet.
yeah, yeah.
They have it now, or if like if you tweet enough or social media enough,
Yeah.
that you could pay for an account for you to live for. Like, how would you respond to Susie 500 years from now
Oh yeah.
when she brings this topic up? And we'll make a social media page for you to live forever.
A Russian cell phone company has 2
Mm,
times now
boy.
paid Bruce Willis. They paid
That's
Bruce Willis a lump
crazy.
sum.
No, that's
To
that's
AI
already
That
a
shit
thing.
is wild, is it not, bro?
What the
What
fuck?
the
Oh, yeah.
fuck?
Bruce Willis.
Like, would you like this post or wouldn't you? And then like they'll be like you because oh yeah, I would like that back in the day. So they, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So they code it.
Have you seen the Russian cell
What
phone
the-
commercials with Bruce Willis in them?
Uh,
But he's not in it at all. It's just AI
he
generated.
did a
They-
movie like that.
they paid
Bruce
his
Willis has
money-
A movie like that where he doesn't actually go to work. His thing does for him.
Yeah, they just paid him money to use his likeness in these commercials, and that's gonna be a thing soon where we'll give you, $15 million, $20 million to
Yeah.
use your likeness in perpetuity in movies,
Right.
and then we'll pay you a lump sum every time we use your likeness. But you don't
I
even
want
have
to
to
know
go
how
work.
old Smith really looks
Dude.
in real life.
Yeah. Did you see the thing? Grimes, Elon Musk's wife, ex-wife, whatever. She's a
Yeah.
musician. She
Uh,
made like a plug-in basically to where you, as a
I did
producer,
see something
engineer,
about this.
you you could change my voice to Grimes' voice on the song. You just upload.
What?
It's like a plugin. That'll be
I know
a
you're talking
tool
about.
for you to use to where
If
you
I
want
want a
it,
Tupac feature,
you
I'll
want-
basically rap it in the mic. But then
you
Tupac's
rap it
voice
and
is
it's Tupac's voice. Exactly.
She said,
Like
yeah, she
Ooh,
said
that
you could
shit's
do it
crazy.
as long as you gave her credit. Like,
yeah,
you could
yeah,
pay
you
her
give her
and
credit.
shit.
And
No
it's
shit.
literally, we
What
can do
the
it right now.
fuck?
We
Better
can
get
get
Pac on
a
a verse
verse from
tomorrow.
Grimes right now. It's a real thing.
Better
open
get a
source.
I'm gonna get a feature from Juice WRLD for real.
But like, it's just, if people are gonna start licensing their likeness of their face, their voice, shit like that, and you're just gonna be able to use it. It's gonna be a plugin.
Wait,
Just
wait. So she has it to where you could just use it right now?
Yeah, they did it on Dudesy. Chad recorded a song, and then like 2-3 weeks later, they used that plugin to recreate his song. And I heard
There's a
both voices,
website
A
like
and
that
B,
right now.
and
My
it's-
buddy did a song and he made it sound like Uzi did it.
Yeah.
But it was him.
Bro.
But they're
He
working
sent it
on
to me. I was like,
legislation right now
"This
to
a
where
new
like you
Uzi
can't
song?"
do that.
He's like, no, that's that new shit. It's actually me.
Yeah, that's scary.
I was
bro.
like, what? That's
That's
crazy.
hella scary, bro.
Y'all
Shout
be
out to
seeing
the
them
AI
YouTube
world.
ads where it be fucking Joe Rogan or some shit.
And the
it's like,
words are
set up for this
completely
government settlement now. Like, if you don't sign up for this $5,000 government settlement,
I
you a Mr.
said,
Beast,
bro,
They
you
doing
gotta
Mr. Beast.
fucking.
I be warning my mom about all that shit because she's in her 50s. You know what I mean? And she's on TikTok and all that shit. So
We
I
be
be
making
warning
so
her.
much money off them old folks right now.
Oh yeah,
bro.
I show her
Scams.
anytime I see an update with like videos that
You
are
didn't pay
AI.
your
I
light
show her.
bill.
I'm like, look, this is not real. None of this is real. You need to be on the lookout for this
Yeah.
Joe
When you're
Biden
70,
robocalls.
when you're
Have you heard
70,
about
bro,
that?
And someone calls you and said, you didn't pay your light bill, Miss Sherry. Your light's gonna go out tomorrow.
Bro, that's what I'm
We
saying.
need
Like, come
$500
on.
right now.
Come
They-
on.
They send it.
Come on.
They don't know any
Like,
better.
dude. What the fuck?
I always tell her. She always asks me like, "Does this sound like a scam? This voicemail?" I'm like,
Shit,
"Yes,
I've
it
almost
sounds
been
like
gotten.
it
Your
is."
mic.
If you don't know the person, it's
Your
a scam.
mic.
Oh yeah, yeah. I always tell if you don't know the person, it's a scam. If you get a voicemail asking for it's none of that. Do not fall for none of that shit
Yeah, nah.
because they don't know. And like their generation is on Facebook and on TikTok and all that shit.
To all the
now.
old people
The
out
eclipse,
there,
when is it?
you know.
When is
The
eclipse?
8th, April
What's
8th.
today's
Monday.
date?
Seventh.
Oh, it's tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Yeah, yeah.
Eclipse?
We have to go out and watch that.
The
I
eclipse
googled
is
what the
tomorrow.
difference
So
was.
you
What
have
the
to
difference
wear
is.
glasses?
Yeah, you don't want to
Yeah.
look straight at that shit, bro.
Do you know the difference
I was,
between
like,
this and the
scared
Still a
17?
skinny ring of the sun, like you
Don't
burn
even
your
wear
eyes.
regular sunglasses. It's like you're supposed to have special ones or don't even look at it.
welding mask.
Look at it through your phone. Literally pull your phone camera
so my
out,
brother-in-law had me do it.
block
It was
your
dope.
face with your phone. Block the sun with your phone camera and look at it through your screen. That won't hurt your eyes. That's
Welding mask.
but you
I mean,
you guys,
what is it? Like, we're just going dark. We're Bravo going
it's
dark for a
the
second.
moon going in front of the sun for 4 minutes. And so it'll be pitch black in the middle of the day.
Wow, it
basically.
happens in Alaska like every fucking other month.
But it happened
Not
7
true.
years ago
I
in
know, I'm-
2017. You guys remember that?
don't it go dark in Alaska though for like
6 months.
Yeah, it's like
at a time.
6
6 months?
Yeah,
Have
it's
you-
half the year it's night, half the year it's
It's until
day.
the-
Hold on.
It tilts to the earth, so half the year it's dark, and then when it tilts to
What?
the sun, it's
It
light.
never get yeah.
6 straight months it
Yes.
goes dark?
6
Yep.
straight months.
That would fuck
Only
up.
in
The whole-
some
the whole
parts though,
Arctic
right?
Circle.
Yeah,
Only in some
Antarctica,
parts,
all that.
right?
Oh, the
Yeah,
whole
it's like
Arctic
the more
Circle,
north
top
you
of the
go. I don't think southern Alaska is like that, but I know it's Antarctica is like
That
that.
has to be so fucking depressing.
Yeah,
But
they-
imagine
they
when
said
it's
the high- one of
all
the-
day.
I mean, Tokyo's the highest, but the second highest is like
Oh,
Arctic Circle regions of suicide.
Imagine trying to get a
It's
mental
depressing,
clock
literally.
going. You know, like when it gets dark,
Fuck.
you're ready to go to sleep. Imagine 6 months of your life, it never gets dark. So your brain never tells itself it's time
Why
for
is
bed.
Tokyo number one?
Because they got so many people.
Like standing on each other.
That's got to be right.
Yo, I
Like,
want to go
they-
to Tokyo for real.
Like Tokyo, like they got, bro.
So fun.
Dude, you know what the thing about like Tokyo and New York and shit is like every time I think about it, like they got those like in the alley underground walk down a little flight of stairs doors that has like the
You can
old
spend your whole
poker,
life in that city. You'll never
the
go
the
through
old
every
like
alley.
the underground poker
Tokyo is
shit
like
of New
20
York and
times
shit
the
like
size
that
of New
shit.
York.
I
Oh, yeah.
fucking think about that shit all the time. Like imagine in Tokyo the little underground spots that they've had just for
Yeah.
years that are like the little poker bars, the little lounge, like crazy
never
shit
know.
goes on. Like yeah,
never
it's just
know.
straight concrete.
And Japan
fucking-
is, like that civilization is like thousands of years older than America. So there's definitely some underground shit that's been going for thousands of years.
Thousands.
Like
Woo.
dude's got the same stew cooking
yeah, bro.
Real.
for hundreds longer than Americans.
You ever
been.
wonder how like those swords be getting passed down or like artifacts and shit? Like shit, how what a fucking how ironic. You know what I mean? Like there's no way, dude, right? Like this sword just got it's a hand me down and just kept fucking good all these years from the fucking
They probably
14.
sharpen it.
You think they touch it and sharpen it? Like if you think about it,
Restore it.
14th century something or
I mean, if
whatever.
they're still using it, yeah. But if
No, not using. I'm saying like a museum like type thing. Like, how do you think they fucking get that shit from like back in the times and shit, like samurai swords and
Passed
shit?
down?
How the
Passed down
fuck-
from a generation.
You said what, Trey?
Oh,
Just like
okay, I'm
just
sorry.
keep it together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, just like handing it down. But like,
It still
Dude.
has like a
Just dope to think about.
yeah.
Somebody needs some money. Had to pawn that bitch
dead
off
ass.
real
Do you know
quick.
how long auctions have been a thing? Like, Jesus
This is my
fucking
family
Christ.
stamp.
Some of the shit that be going at auctions are just, that's a whole different world, bro.
I do feel like
Imagine
I'd be
getting in the
missing so much
auction
money,
world.
bro. I watch an auction. I'm like, that table.
Could you imagine though that like consuming your life like auction shit, like just
My grandma's life got consumed by that.
auction?
For sure.
Like a lot of old people.
Antique
that and
roadshow
flea
and
markets
shit.
and shit.
Antique
They be on that
Roadshow, they
shit.
be having them.
That's another. That
banger
was the first
episodes.
AI scam with Antique Roadshow, or what is it? The KVC network or whatever.
See?
The guy with knives.
Yeah,
You're
or
talking
like
about the guy with knives.
we've got an aquamarine, beautiful ring here for retail prices $14,000, but we're gonna give it to you here today for
12.
$299.99.
They did take those pauses, those
The
perfect
South Park
pauses.
episode on it is perfect.
Yeah, no. there
J-Mo
was-
used to
talk
do a
about
music
South Park
video
a
where
lot.
you emulate the guy that just slaps the shit on the boat in the water.
Flex tape,
Flex tape,
Yeah.
bro.
that'd be hilarious.
You could pay, if you put like a wig on,
like
you
Adam
could
Ray
do
with the My
flex tape
Pillow thing
guy.
he did, do
I'm
a little
gonna-
skit in the middle of a
You
music
get in a
doing-
boat that just sinks. You're like, fuck, the flex tape's supposed to work.
Saws on entire
the
boat
clear
in
boat,
half,
the clear glass
Yeah,
boat.
yeah.
back up.
The whole bottom's just fucking.
I stopped the water.
Now we got
Fucking-
flex tape spray.
Have any of y'all tried
Flex
that shit?
seal.
Huh.
It
Flex
works.
seal,
It
flex
fucking
tape, it works. You can really fucking
That
just-
guy's confident for a reason.
bro, you know they are too though. Like
Bro, he-
motherfucker like that, and he's in every single commercial ever.
He made
makes
him
them all.
billions.
That's what I'm saying. Like he's like, this shit for sure worked. Like I'm telling you, it worked. You listen to me, it works.
He
The
cut
dude
Okay.
got in the boat
half.
in a lake, and he just sprayed it right before he went in it.
He cut that bitch in half.
He's like, "Look, I'm floating, bitches."
Cut
Fucking-
a boat in half and taped it back up and put that bitch in the water. Was like
For
check me out.
$29.99.
That Scrub Daddy guy made a bag, huh?
All
Oh,
the
yeah.
crazy ass graffiti shit we used to do back in the day, fucking running around kids and just vandalism, shit.
A lot of vandalism.
Imagine just hitting it with fucking Flex Seal.
Your life is fixed.
Baseball
All
bat
the
to a
shit I coulda
mailbox.
hit
Flex
with-
seal ain't
Did you
fixing
flex
that.
seal these walls, bro? 'Cause I like the texture.
Yo, the black room is made of Flex
Spackle.
Seal.
Bro,
It's bulletproof in
I
here,
bet
dog.
flex seal is really good for audio.
Fucking
It's rubber,
Bro,
right?
it might
Like liquid
be.
rubber.
It
You're
might
not wrong.
be.
I bet
Line
it's
your
good for
line
You
audio.
could
your line your
seal
trunk
shit.
when
I'm
you
gonna
put
flex
fucking
seal my
subs in there.
corners in the
Dude, I
studio.
feel like you'd smell nothing but tape in here.
Yeah, it
Line
would
your
smell like
trunk when you
tape.
put 12.
Smell like scotch everywhere. No matter how many candles you
I
burn.
just smell it right now. It's fucking chemicals and tape.
I love it.
Jesus
You're
Christ.
high as shit
You guys ever made a duct tape wallet
Yes.
in high school.
Yeah.
for sure.
back in the
Yeah.
day?
No, I ain't did that.
Yeah.
It was cool for like a
I
I
month.
think I did it in like
Paige said, nah.
or something. I think I did it in
Nah,
like vacation
cuz.
Bible school.
Like rings out of
I ain't do that shit, God.
No.
Nah.
I got money on my
Never went
shoes.
that low,
That mean
bro.
I run to the money. You seen that guy? He's got I put money on my glasses because all I see is money.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Money
yeah.
on my Kool-Aid, keep my money sweet.
That dude is wild.
Bro, I had a pack of Kool-Aid with a dollar bill wrapped around it.
Oh shit!
Yo, is Crip Mac really going to prison?
Why?
They said he's
Free
done.
crib
They said
bag.
he's
I
done.
saw him get beat up. It was funny.
Because California, LA, Los Angeles fucking laws
Oh, yeah, nah.
fucking horrendous, bro.
Bruh.
He's
Oh,
like
thanks
just
a
like
lot,
a
Joe
repeat
Biden.
offender, and he got caught with a gun.
Uh-oh.
So,
Damn.
That's
You
on
got caught with a
55th
gun?
Street,
Oh,
cuz.
55th Street, cuz.
Yeah, shout out to him, though. I mean, fuck.
Bro, have you guys heard of the YouTube channel?
Boy got
Point
caught
and
in a
Shoot?
blam. You know what I mean?
Have you heard of the
Fuck.
YouTube channel Point and Shoot?
Call what?
Point and Shoot.
I don't know. It
It's
sounds
this guy. I
familiar.
just heard about him on another podcast. He just rips apart different podcasts, but mainly No Jumper and that whole network.
Yeah, yeah.
He's going in on Sharp, and I saw an episode where Sharp and a couple guys were talking, and they were talking about how he's like, I know who you're talking about, that point and shoot, dude. I'll slap the shit out of him if I see it. Like really giving dude screen time. I'm like, that's not how you handle that, boss.
No Jumper be
Oh man, but he was going in. I was like, damn.
I feel like
Sharp
people
looks
going no jumper
like a
now
fool.
because he want to fight Adam so bad to get close.
Yeah,
falling
he
apart
fell
for a
from
He be
while.
having to
man.
dodge fights
Nobody
like
cares
every
about it.
episode. I feel like.
He fell off after the SoundCloud rapper.
I could
era. Nobody cares
definitely
about him no more.
agree about the whole like him pushing like rappers to get in beef and shit. Like I don't fuck with that shit.
No,
bro.
that's
Yeah.
negative shit. I
That
don't
shit,
like negative
yeah,
people,
super
bro.
weird
Like,
too. Like motherfuckers know where you are and shit.
Like-
Like people can watch how you move too easy,
Right,
bro.
right, right.
So-
And you over here like just making
Energy's real, bro.
controversy.
So if you're destined to have that karma come back on you. Everybody wants to fight you now. Like it makes sense.
Yep.
Yeah, he just be like so disconnected from that shit too.
Thank
when he
you.
be- when he be starting shit, it
Thank
don't
you.
have nothing to do with him. So he don't
And
give a
and you
fuck.
can
Stir the
tell
pot
it's so
reviews.
it's so blatant. Yeah. Thank you.
Literally, like
It be so
kid shit,
blatant.
like,
He's just
yeah.
like asking a stupid fucking question, and then he just like it don't rub off on him or
Yeah,
nothing.
he
He's
just-
like asking you it for a reason. He want to
Right.
fucking you know what I mean?
Stirs
It's
the
like,
pot just to laugh at
Give
you
him
and
something
get
to talk
clicks.
about tomorrow.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's like, bro, dude, why you like people
That's why a
really
lot of
out here
people
killing
walk
each
off of the
other?
shows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause they don't fuck with that
Imagine
shit.
being a guest on a podcast and then you all fuck at the end of it. His little podcast he's
His
got with
wife
his
fucks
wife.
the guest.
Him
Plug
and his
talk
wife
or whatever
fuck
it's
the
called.
Plug
Yeah,
talk.
that
Imagine
shit.
seeing your wife on Pornhub just getting dog walked
that's
by
how
a
it's-
bigger cock than you.
How it started though, it's him and his bitch. was
Like
smashing
knowing that
other
guy's
bitches.
cock's bigger than mine. He's fucking the shit out of my
Yeah.
wife. Your life has to suck.
That whole thing. I mean, I don't even know.
I ain't
to-
going
I don't
to
know,
bring
dude.
it up
His
about
ego
the
I don't give a fuck what you say that
after
hurts
their
your ego.
wedding, that whole thing with the that
God,
shit was
Now,
so
that's really
funny.
just a man with no morals. You feel me? Like,
Yeah,
I guess
facts.
you're right.
money run his.
He was a
his
BMX
life.
There's like a whole-
rider.
At the end of the
entire
day, it's
circuit.
just
Dead
money.
ass though.
You
Yeah,
just
yeah.
be a
That's
super
like
cuck, I guess.
that's what I'm saying.
He
Like
been to the Diddy parties.
you literally have to just be like on your phone. Like you don't care what you see. Like none of it is like.
What'd you call it earlier? Sociopath? Or you just don't
Yeah,
feel it?
yeah,
So
dead
Maybe
ass.
he's a
Nothing,
sociopath.
nothing phases him. No emotion.
Fucking.
Bruh.
Hey, fuck.
Hey, he
it.
did house phone at 1:30. I will. That
Shout
would
out
be
Adam
worse,
16.
damn near.
Dude.
That's his
I can't-
boy. you know.
Free Crip Mac.
Free Crip Mac though.
For real.
You see other Drew thing
Custard.
where he had Crip Mac on?
Yes.
What was
That
it?
shit
Yeah,
was
they-
so
That
funny.
shit was so
Drew
Could've
sees
been
Drew
the
see
house.
behind the scenes like, I've had to stop him from fighting people. Like, we got to get Crip Mac.
Oh
outta
yeah, I
here.
just watched him on Theo. He was talking
He was
about
like, "Hey,
that
cuz."
reality show they got.
Who?
pressing everybody.
You got to watch
Come
it.
back.
You see the dude he been riding around with? Fucking Roll Tide Mike or whatever.
No.
Oh yeah.
Roll
yeah.
Tide!
Roll Tide. Don't give a shit about what is it? Don't give a piss about shit but the tide.
Don't give a piss about nothing but the
Put that shit on a cracker, dude.
Like damn.
Y'all watch that,
Stale
dude?
cracker,
Yeah, did you know he
man.
was
Yes.
a cop that got fired from being a police
They
officer?
put the shit on a cracker, dude?
Yeah, he was a police officer. He got
Oh,
fired
he was definitely racist.
for some kind of like scandal or some kind of shit. I'm like, yo, what the
Really?
fuck? Swear to God.
I can
What
see
the
that.
fuck?
Switched it up.
Really, a cop getting wrapped
Put
up in
that
a
shit on
scandal?
cracker, dude.
Never. That would
But
never
these cops are
happen.
just fucking
The whole of Trinity.
motherfuckers that don't know what to do with their life.
And
I'll
we'll
be a
save it.
cop.
You're gonna
What the
be
fuck is wrong with you? The fuck is wrong with people? They just wake up one
Get
day
him
and
off
say,
the
I'll be a
pod.
cop.
well, I mean, you gotta think some people like it's a lot
Only
of cops.
exceptions
No,
is if
a
your
lot of
dad was a
cop-
cop.
Yeah, I was about to say a lot of cops. I feel like it's like, yeah, my
It runs in the
my
family.
grandfather was a cop or something. Like it's always
Friends in the
I
family.
don't know, man. I know a lot of fuck ups from high school that are just cops now.
they chose
For
that.
real,
They
though.
chose
It's like
cops.
yeah, it's what they chose. It's like
I sold you an ounce of weed before you.
Yeah, they knew
bitch.
there could be a shitbag.
You're not a good human. I know you.
I mean, true that.
Be
There's some
shitty.
good ones out there.
The worst is when you're in jail and one of the COs is a guy you went to high school with. That was a bitch.
Ooh.
One of the guards that brought trays every
They
day.
hook you up with some extra like packets of cool.
Hell no. I asked him, I was like, because I was in the same class as his younger brother. And I think he was a senior when I was a freshman. So I only knew him for 1 year.
Mhm.
And I couldn't remember what his nickname was. And I asked him, I was like, didn't they call you Cookie? And he was like, don't worry about it.
That ain't my. That's my old life.
Well, no, he was just like, he's like, don't worry about it. Go back to your cell. I'm like, bro, I'm not. It's not like I'm asking you
Bro,
what your
there's,
government and your
there's like,
address is. I just want to know what your nickname in high school was.
There's like tests on that, or they put like 20 humans in a cell, and they'll be like, "All right, you guys on this side, you guys on this side," and they'll be like, "You guys are the guards," and then they see literal like power, like,
Oh,
and they're not getting paid. They know it's being recorded, but they still choose like to dick over the people that has no power.
Really?
Yeah, it's like a what's the word I'm looking for? Psychology
Yeah,
thing.
some psychological
Yeah.
Yeah,
shit.
it's a psychological test they do on people.
Yeah,
Damn.
it doesn't surprise me.
Like you're
People
only here for
power.
10 days. You don't have to do nothing to these people, but you're the guard.
It's like, you know what I've always heard is
And
a
they
good,
always,
They always just fucking.
when you got
boss
the
up
power,
on 'em.
it's just a human thing, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
it's kind of like, have you ever heard of like the shopping cart experiment? It's not really an experiment. That's not really what it's called, but it's a good way to judge somebody's character is
Take the
by
shopping cart back.
yeah, if they take their shopping cart from their car and put it back in the
Ew.
I'm
rack.
a piece of
Because
fucking shit.
There's like there's
You don't be. You don't be. You
do.
You
and
the
I
type of
don't.
motherfucker that puts it in another parking space too.
It
You
depends
like
on the
just-
day.
like,
The first thing I do
scoot
is
it right
people
over.
walking up. I go, "Hey, you need this."
I always put it back, man.
Yeah, no,
Me
I
too.
always
Me too.
put it back too. Yeah, I
because it's
always
like
put
the
it
thing is they don't
the
get
curb is
anything for
close-
back. You know
doing
what's
it.
crazy though? I always
I put
feel
it on
like
the curb that's at the store.
every time I
I'm
put it
going to the
back,
closest corral.
I'm a piece of shit.
every time I put it back
And if there's
though,
one straggling on the outside, I'll push that one back into.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab somebody else.
yeah, every time I put the cart back, I feel like I was destined to be right next to the fucking cart. I'm always parked right
was
by it. I'm like, yeah,
convenient.
this is wait, it's
Yeah, they put
only
'em-
2
they-
steps
They
away.
put them close enough.
I will put it back this time.
I'm a
It's
piece of shit.
close.
While we
This is
on
fine.
that topic,
I park in handicap spots all the time.
y'all,
Damn.
y'all
I'm a
seen
piece of
Cart
shit.
Narcs?
A piece of
Huh?
Y'all never
Cart
seen
narcs,
Cart
yeah,
Narcs?
yeah. He be slapping the
narcs. Yeah, that shit's
cart
so
narcs,
funny.
the stickers and shit.
Get
Get
big
this
muscle head
fucking
boys
sticker
screaming
off
at
my
us all
car.
mad.
Just put your cart back, lazy bone.
Yes, the lazy bones is the best.
You're a lazy,
Oh
what's such a
my
lazy
God.
bones?
If I ran into him, I'm like, "You're right, bro."
Shut
Look,
up,
guys, there's a
cart
lazy
narc.
What time
bones
is it,
over
bro?
here.
Bro, and them people be
I don't know. We can
pissed.
wrap it.
So
You could
mad.
just take the fucking cart back and he will leave you alone.
My wife might kill me. What time is it?
Yeah.
Coach Kane's wife
Or
said
deal.
she might kill him if he's too late. So we're gonna wrap it up right there. That's episode.
Yeah, what
13.
time are we at? What's our time?
1:30.
141 podcast, baby. That's episode
All right,
13.
guys. We'll
10
see you
more
later.
minutes.